Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the DayOne show. In fact, it's episode 327. We're a fiercely independent and community-driven publication, and we wouldn't be able to do any of it without you lovely lot. So big thank you to everybody that tunes in, week out, communicates on the forums, chats to us on Discord. You guys are all awesome. Whether you're a legacy Patreon supporter, a YouTube member, or a direct member on our DayOne website, you're all fantastic. Big shout outs to all of you, especially our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and our wonderful CEOs, Torn Raptor and Kevin S. As per usual, I am joined once again by Special Nick. And the lovely Jessie's here as well, pressing buttons and making noises.
There. I'll do it from me. How's that?
Yeah, that's great.
I want to get the what's going on. I'm going to get that one. Hello.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I don't know about you guys. Wow, straight in with the Halo praise.
That's fast.
TiberiusMonk with the $11.70 says, "Happy birthday to one of the hardest workers in the video game coverage space, the Don himself, Jesse Don Cabeza. May you have an excellent day, Nick. If you are here, be a good sport and eat all the beans for Jesse."
Oh, yeah,
I don't have
mate.
a problem eating the beans.
Mate, yeah, I know, we know
Yeah, you have
don't.
no taste buds. It almost killed us during the friggin' subathon. Like, it did kill Ursel. He doesn't actually live anymore.
Yeah, so watching, I don't know if you've seen the clips, so watching Ursel do it is hilarious, but I've now got a replenished supply.
Oh, wow.
Got a new box, and I'm like, oh no.
Happy birthday, Jesse.
Thank you. Technically, it's tomorrow, because last year it was today.
Oh, okay.
But it is tomorrow.
Okay.
But I was like, it's close enough.
Yeah. How's your week's been, chaps? Like, so how's life?
You go, Nick.
Busy. Thank God sport has ended for a little bit for one of the kids. So it's like my Friday nights are free for quite a while. My Tuesday nights are free. My Wednesday nights are free. At least for a little bit. Now I just need my Saturdays to be free, which they will be soonish. But I don't know if you guys noticed. I've basically become Jesse. For all intents and purposes, I am at the same level as Jesse.
Some would say you've surpassed.
Yeah, some would say.
I don't have leaks.
I mean, someone in the YouTube comments says, this guy is the best reviewer on this channel.
Best reviewer. Best.
This is for Nick.
And the level of dedication took a day off work.
Wow.
Wow.
To
Was
be
it
the
paid?
first in the world, to review Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls.
You were the first scored review. That is true, at least according to Metacritic.
Oh, according to me, I know I was.
But also, Nick, you got dragged on Twitter for that because you didn't play on the PC version or acknowledge any of their problems.
I didn't.
Glazing.
I didn't dock the PS5 version because of PC problems I had no idea about on a platform I did not review it on.
You son of a bitch.
People stupid. I took the day off, so I was just all in on reviewing Tōkon. I was just playing it all day and then getting footage, because with the PS5 I have to capture the footage, put it on a USB drive, plug that into the Mac, convert every video file. If I want it in 4K, I have to convert every video file from WebM to MP4. Do you think I was worrying about the state of the fucking PC version? Like, as if I'm going to give a fuck.
Yeah, fair.
I didn't know. I didn't even know.
The state of trying to get pictures and clips off of PS5 for a game that isn't out yet is maddening.
Yeah, it's an odd one. I've been playing a Switch 2 game today, and I recorded like the first hour and a half of footage, and then I realised I'd left the HDR on. And
that happened to me too.
I'm looking at the image on my PC monitor, and I'm like, that looks weird. That looks wrong. And then I go to the system settings and I turn it off. Also, shout out to the Cucumbo, who is in the chat, for a couple of things, and we'll talk about some more of that in a minute. But I didn't know that there was a system level setting to swap the A and B button.
Mm-hmm.
Except, right, I picked up one of these. It is not the Pro controller from Nintendo themselves. This is a Power A controller. It's fine. But because it's not the official Nintendo controller, it won't let you swap the A and B. Only on the Joy-Cons. And I was like...
I have another one of these, John. Would you actually use it if I gave you the other one of these that Kevin has bought for me?
If I'm reviewing something on Switch 2, yeah.
Oh, so no.
But yeah, like, so that's cool that feature exists, but come on, Nintendo now. Pack that nonsense. All right?
If you have the original, I think if you have the original Switch Pro controller, not 2, but 1, that stuff should work. They're all back compat.
Yeah, but there's another problem with the Switch 1 Pro controller. You can't turn the console on with it.
Yeah, you couldn't turn it on with this one either. You have to go and press the power button.
Yeah, that's why I have mine directly behind me, because I mainly use...
That sort of stuff is silly. Like,
it feels frustrating.
Like, this is a perfect controller. 0 issues, but I can't turn the PS5 on with it. So it's right here.
Why would you block that kind of feature?
I don't know.
I say feature. It's not a feature. It should just be fucking standard operation. But why would you block that kind of thing?
They're encouraging the athleticism of having to get up and go turn it on. They want people to stay in shape.
To press a button.
It's about health.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
That's silly.
But sorry, random tangent, but it just amused me.
But yeah. It was just, and that's what happened to me. I had recorded like 6 clips, and all of a sudden I saw the HDR, and I'm like, oh no. Well, so all that footage I'd recorded was for nothing. Had to wipe it all.
And for both. So I think as a primarily Xbox focused website in the past, we were spoiled by how easy Xbox just works on everything.
So easy with Xbox.
Because you can keep your HDR on at a system level, but then literally just say, record an SDR, please, and it does. And you can't do that with the Switch or the PS5, as far as I know.
And I've got the chat pad. I mean, I've just set X1 to take screenshots, X2 to record video.
Nice.
And I just go, boop, 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 boop. And then it all uploads to my OneDrive. I walk over to my Mac. The files are just there on my OneDrive. I grab them, and away I go. Switch, I reviewed Pro Jank as well. I did it through OBS with Switch, so it wasn't too bad. Well, I did it through OBS.
Seeing as you weren't here last week, which is when your Marvel Tōkon review dropped, do you want to tell us about how you feel about Marvel Tōkon?
We're going to go to what we've been playing. We're going to what we've been playing.
Yeah, well, we're kind of there, I feel like. We're just kind of there.
So, yes, I played, obviously, Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, which is such a good fighter. Obviously, I gave it 9 out of 10. I will say, I think part of me got swept up in the Marvel hype of it.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I should have gone 8.5 only because of the lack of combo breakers. The game doesn't have a combo breaker, which can get frustrating for people who maybe don't want to watch themselves get the fuck kicked out of them by a really, really long combo and they can't get out of it. Well, Killer Instinct obviously is known as like the combo breaker game. And Invincible Versus had combo breakers. So if someone gets going and they get you in a combo, you're fucked. Because this game is about just all-out attack. So it looks cool as shit. And if you get someone in a combo, they're fucked. And it does that thing that... What's the other game? I mean, Invincible does it, where you punch someone and knock them into another area, which looks really,
like the
really
Dead or
cool.
Alive thing. Stage breaking.
Yeah, Dead or Alive kind of started that, didn't they? Yeah. There's actually a lot of games take from Dead or Alive, like the online lobby system. But yeah, probably more modes. There's probably a little bit more content here than most fighters have had lately. still just a stunning game. How cool does classic Iron Man look?
Yeah, like
How
visually,
fucking
it's
cool.
astonishingly
Oh
good.
my god, it is just such a good looking game, and everything just looks clean. It's just super, super, super clean. Really, and I'm glad others said it. Like, I like when I read other reviews and they all say the same shit I say. So I'm like, okay, good. It wasn't like my imagination. Like, the game's very accessible. So even if you don't play fighters much, you can't necessarily get away with, I don't feel like you can get away with mashing buttons necessarily, but you can to an extent if you've got the auto buttons on. And, and then you'll be sitting there just pressing a button and cool shit will happen, which I think is what casuals would like. So it's good at being accessible. The online lobby is really cool. Like, I completely forgot to put in my review that the online lobby has mini games. Or did I mention that it had mini games? I can't remember. But there was like this basketball game in there, and there was this other freaking game in, like, full on a game within the online lobby while you're waiting around for a match, which is really, really cool. The story mode, I'm not going to say the story mode was a little bit of a chore for me to go through, because it's a lot of cutscenes and graphic novel style sequences.
Yeah, it's trying to tell a proper story, at least, right?
Yeah, so it's
And
telling.
make
So there's
stories.
5 episodes, and it's telling the story of how each of these factions and teams formed. Because there's like 5 teams: the Fighting Avengers and the Knights of Doom.
Geniuses.
Oh, did you see that name that it gave my team? Geniuses. I thought that was very funny. But even this. Do you remember Dead or Alive 4's online lobbies where you had the little avatar and you could run around? Like, Dead or Alive pioneered a lot of stuff. People don't actually realize it. But yeah, it's funny when it gives your team a name depending on the combo you've chosen. Like, it'll take your first character and that'll be the lead in terms of the naming convention. And then it'll base the rest of it on, who else has he picked? Okay, so Spider-Man's really smart too. So the geniuses. Or it'll be like, Captain America, you're the whatever's. It's pretty cool the way it does it. But yes, if you want a fighting game where you don't necessarily have to worry about learning all the moves, and like, I even really enjoyed something I used to love in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that I didn't actually know how to do, was launch someone in the air, jump up after them, and just kick the fuck out of them in midair. This game does like 80% of that for you. As long as you launch them, it'll just jump up in the air after them, and you can just mash one of the 3 attack buttons while you're up there. And it's just, you feel cool as shit when you do it. So that, and then I read in all the reviews how accessible it is. And I'm like, okay, good. So it's not just me thinking that. Everyone is saying that it's accessible. Yeah, very, very enjoyable fighting game. I feel like maybe I should have knocked it down a touch just for the lack of combo breaker, but I think because the offense is so cool and over the top and fun to look at and fun to do and all that sort of stuff, I think I just kind of, I don't know, it's almost like I forgot that the game didn't have combo breakers. It's almost like I didn't notice. Like in Invincible, if you watch my Invincible Versus review, I mentioned the combo breakers and defensive options and all that sort of stuff. In this game, I just think I got so excited and carried away by the offense, I forgot about the lack of defense.
Why do you think you'll see so many games that utilize a known and beloved IP now? Because it immediately gives that game a big old boost in.
Oh, of course it does.
Yeah, like, and it's a no-brainer in many regards, but it often makes people overlook things that should be pointed out. Having said that, though, like, everything I've seen of this game, even me who has little to no interest in fighting games, even I was like eyeing it on Steam, thinking, oh, there's a story. Like, maybe, I haven't played anything like this in fucking forever. Maybe I'll pick it up. But I've got so much on. I've managed to resist. But it is a shame. Like, I know that the PC version had a ton of connectivity problems and performance issues. And I think a lot of it, and I read that a lot of it centered around performance where, you know, a fighting game, unlike it's nice to be 60 FPS in a shooter and it's nice to be 60 FPS on a platform, with a fighting game, a lot of the animations are based on frame timing. And if that is wonky or incorrect, it feels even worse. And for hardcore fighting game fans, that's a big no-no. But they did push out a patch. And this is the thing, when you see, I saw people criticizing your review, and there was someone on Resetera who was like, oh, you know, it's really frustrating. Like, it's a really well done review, but like, how can you not acknowledge all of these problems? And it's like,
know about them.
One, you're expecting that reviewer to go out and research, like, how's everyone else finding it?
It says the console we reviewed it on at the bottom.
Yeah.
But beyond that, it's like, most of the time when we review anything, the version we play is not the version that you will play, right? Half the time. And even then, like, if it was having that kind of problem, you know that Arc System Works are going to be like grinding night to patch that shit out in a day. So, like, how much do you knock them for it? Do you know what I mean? Like, even if it was something you knew about, it's always a tricky one. Yes, you can only review what you've played. That's the end of the day.
Maybe I'll move on to my second game now because I'm about to mention it. It's like my review of Pro Jank Footy. I did mention a couple of the odd little problems I had.
Yeah.
But then I literally said, hey, these aren't game breaking, and I'm sure they'll fix it up. I'm sure it's easy to fix.
Yeah.
So, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know. To me, in a world where patches can be so quick and issues can be fixed on just like that,
it feels weird. World.
It feels weird to dock a game points, which lasts forever, because you're not going to go back and correct that score and say, well, it's fixed now, and now it's perfect.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to.
So that score is there on Metacritic forever. So it feels weird to dock points.
Technically, you can change it whenever you want on OpenCritic.
At a time when issues can be fixed, unless they're like full-blown game-breaking, to me it would feel weird to dock a game for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, I also played Pro Jank Footy. I know a lot of people on the channel were asking, saying, hey, Nick, you're going to review Pro Jank? So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. It was tough. Like, I couldn't get it out on time because I was like, and I couldn't take another day off work. But reviewed Pro Jank. I'm sad about Pro Jank. I would have loved to have had an Aussie rules game as part of my rotation, like an NBA Jam-ified Aussie rules game. Yeah. But the issue is, it's
not quite what you hoped it was.
No, the simple act of playing the game can be incredibly frustrating and not fun at times. Like, and you know, again, read the other reviews, and a couple of them were said a lot of similar things to me, and the AI is super difficult. I saw some of the people that reviewed it got their ass handed to them by the AI. I didn't get my ass handed to me. Like, I stayed up with the AI, but it's hard and it doesn't get much wrong. Maybe the way it plays was intentional because it's called Pro Jank. So maybe they meant for it to be janky, thinking it would be hilarious for people playing it. I feel the opposite, where had it played a little bit tighter and a little bit better like an NBA Jam, it would have been a seriously fun, unreal arcadey sports game, even with all the crazy power-ups and stuff.
Did you ever play, either of you, did you ever play iDarb?
A little bit.
That is like a little arcade game that was back in the day when cross-play wasn't a thing, when cross-save wasn't a thing. But if you actually played it and played it locally, it was fucking fantastic. But it didn't ship with online, if memory serves. So it was like this
I can't remember.
Local only. But when you actually sit down and play it, iDarb is fucking clever. It's genuinely like good. It was always bumming me out that didn't get more love. So I get what you mean.
Where Pro Jank it just, and the other thing that I noticed the entire time I was playing it, it was just the energy bar. I don't know if you can see it when I play, but that energy bar disappears fucking fast. Like they've tied almost everything to the energy bar. Almost every action you do drains energy. So if the energy bar goes in 2 seconds, you're just spending a lot of time jogging. It's just, come on, guys, you got to tweak that. Like, just leave the energy bar for sprinting. That's it. And make it last a bit to make it more, like, there are power-ups. Like, when you select your power-up card, there's a power-up to run faster. There's a power, but I don't know. To me, it would have been more fitting with the craziness of the game if the running faster means you're running at like supersonic speed or something like that. That fits in with the wackiness of the game, rather than, hey, you run a little bit faster than our fastest speed. Like, just, I feel like I would love to sit down with them, the developers, and go, okay, fix this, and this, and the game is incredible.
Maybe you can. Maybe ping them an email. Reach out
To them and say, hey, here's my Power Rangers review. Look at everything I critiqued here. The developers fixed every single one of them in a patch. So they listened, and it was all like genuine critique. It wasn't me just shitting on the game. It was genuine critique saying, hey, this game is close to greatness. Just do these things. Like, because I'd love to have a footy game.
It's always
as
a bummer
part of
as
my
well
rotation.
when you're looking at something like this and you're like, oh, perfect, and then it just doesn't quite.
Yeah, like I want
it's
it.
like,
I want it
no.
to be so good, and all the team names are hilarious. All the fake team names were so funny. There was one team because in Australia we've got a team from Tasmania coming in the next couple of years. We've had a lot of expansion teams come in. So there was a team called the Coming Soon Snakes or something like that. The Seduna Doonas, the Chips, the Galars. It's just
I also
really funny
appreciated
names.
your very Australianisms in your
Yeah,
review.
I did my best to talk like a real Aussie. And
I read a paragraph and it was like, the dibble dabble, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Kick a top through the eye diddle diddle. So you know how a couple of weeks ago we were talking about those dead horse for sauce.
Yeah, don't fuck with spiders or something.
Yeah, and no, we were saying the rhyming things like
the Cockney rhyming slang. Yeah.
Yes, the Cockney. So that's one of the Australian ones. The I diddle diddle is the middle.
Ah.
So, yeah. So I was trying to do all that stuff. Like there was an Australian commentator that used to say that. He's kicked it through the I diddle diddle. So I did try to do a little bit of that stuff. It can be a very fun game, and I think it's more fun when you play with someone else because of all the wackiness going on and you have a bit of a laugh. But I just feel like it's a shame because it could have been a genuinely fun game for anyone, even non-Australians to play. And I saw Grub on Blue Sky tried to play it. He's like, I've got no idea what the fuck's going on.
It's not that complicated a sport either.
It is. Not this version of it.
Oh no, I meant
which is why
a video game version of it. Yeah,
which is why they stripped it down to the basics, because the real sport is complicated when it comes to all the rules and stuff. But at a simple basic level, it's not. Like to me, is that hugely different from the original FIFA? Not really. So it's not that complicated, but I feel like it could have been way better to a point where even non-Australians could have really enjoyed it.
Never mind.
I mean, there's only 4 reviews out there, so hopefully the devs have read all 4 to get those critiques, because none of the reviews were shitting on the game as far as I could tell. It was all genuine constructive criticism from what I read. So hopefully they take it on board and tweak and watch this segment. Because again, I'm not saying, this game is shit. It's close. It is close.
Fingers crossed.
And I wanted to have so much more fun playing it, but alas.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that was my week being Jesse. Just pumping out the reviews.
Speaking of Jesse, what have you been playing, bro? Regale us with tales of all of the games that you've been playing and reviewing.
While
and
Nick was doing
putting...
2 reviews, I've done 3. I can't talk about any of them. I'm working on a 4th. Got a preview done, working on another preview. I'll do this. All right. So, next week, 2 things will hit. On one of them, I liked it. On the other one, I liked it. Week after that, another one. I liked it. Week after that, another one enjoying it so far.
Fun times. Carnage.
Christ, what? I mean, man, we did the subathon, the fundraiser, and we played a bunch there. But then we talked about it the very next day with the same people. I went to Texas for a thing. I can't talk about that for a long time. We're going to Gamescom. That bar down there is a real number. Like when Lucius went to it.
Please help. Like. Yeah. We're still like really struggling.
We will get to your super chat, Buck Thunder P. It's just once we're closer to like that topic.
Yeah, Crypto and Buck Thunder P, you've both dropped super chats about Halo. We have a Halo segment later on in the show, so we will save them for then, if that's okay. Keep everything grouped up together. Well, I'm sorry that you can't talk about any of your things. I'm in a fairly similar boat, but I did manage to play some other stuff. So much like Jesse, I will have a preview, a review, another preview, and yeah, it's busy times. And then we're at Gamescom.
Well, and also I've been sent multiple builds for things for Gamescom that I have no idea that I can do them before we go. I will try.
It's mad. It is mad. Like I have played, like obviously I know I spoke a lot about Big Walk the other week. So the review that I wrote was based on finishing the game and seeing the ending. But there is a secret ending if you 100% and find every puzzle. So for folks that, if you haven't played it yet, I would thoroughly recommend it. But small teensy spoiler, the nubbins that you are chasing down, when you've finished the game and you load back in, a new room has appeared that you can kind of access, and there's room for even more nubbins. So you can go around the map and take on some trickier puzzles, which reward you with not a red nubbin, but a purple nubbin. And then you get the full true ending to Big Walk. And I have to admit, like, we've played this a lot. Like, it is the first co-op game in a long time that has had all three of my co-op typical guys that I go and play co-op games with just locked in, like, hey, yeah, I'm going to skip work, let's get on tonight. Because one of them lives in New Orleans, one of them lives in Denmark, and one of them lives here in the UK with me. So it's like, fucking hell. So we're juggling all these time zones, but we loved it so much. To then not have it, we were like, what do we want to play now? And it was trying to find something that has a similar vibe in terms of co-op. Thank you, Attack the Backlog, for the gifted Day One membership.
Matt the Rat got it.
Matt the Rat got it.
Matt the Rat.
There was one thing I played I could talk about because the embargo was up, but really quickly, I did not vibe with Wild Blue Skies. And I thought...
Oh, yeah.
I thought
that's a shame.
Gyotso was doing it, but I guess he's on his holiday. So eventually we'll have one for Wild Blue Skies. I played 2 hours of it, and I did not like it at all. Not a fan. It's a read all right.
Yeah. Can't get the review out on time. I mean, I guess reviewing's not for everyone, is it?
It's not. No, you're right.
You can be mean to Gyotso like
not
that.
Not everyone does reviews while on holiday or takes days off work to get them done. It's not for everyone. Dedication's not a trait every human has.
But yes, I would still say to anybody who has a good set of co-op friends, play Big Walk. It's really good. In terms of other things I've been playing, I can briefly mention this. While we had Big Walk, I also had another co-op game to review. It's something I would still like to get around to because the developer has very kindly supplied me with 8 codes for it. So maybe we'll try and do a live stream at some point with like a lot of the Day One staff.
It would be mid-September. That's the only time for the rest of the year.
When are you going to do it? For No More Room in Hell 2. So it was a curious one in that this was coming to consoles for the first time and hitting 1.0 after early access on PC. They originally wanted to do console versions, but they wouldn't be ready in time for the 1.0 launch in terms of code and build. So they gave me preview access to the 1.0. And I played through a map with one friend who happened to be around. And there's some interesting mechanics there. There's a part of me that wants to be like, initially it feels kind of like, oh, it's a generic zombie game. You load in as 8 first responders, but you load into a big map, big map, but you're all separated. So you have to kind of work out how to meet up, scavenge for weapons, scavenge for supplies, go and complete objectives. And a lot of it's like putting fuses back in stuff, turning switches back on, restoring communications, unlocking weapons caches. And in this particular mission, which was the power plant, because the apocalypse has happened, all the systems were turned off and it was going to go into meltdown. So we're running around this power plant. And it did get quite atmospheric, some good puzzle design, zombies, slow kind, like just coming out of nowhere and like wanting to chomp you, and you can get infected. And if you die, your corpse comes back as a zombie, much like in Zombie U.
Zombie U.
Yeah, so there's something there. And I think for fans that, like realistic first-person zombie shooters, like I think there'll be some enjoyment to be had there.
What was the name
It's
again?
got No More Room in Hell 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's a tricky one. And I've refrained from writing anything because I've literally played one match with one person, and I don't feel like that's the developer's intent. And anytime especially with a multiplayer game, I like to review it with as many people as possible to get the feel for what the game is trying to be. So
Looks pretty.
It's fine. It's not super pretty. Like one of the things that bugged me in the preview build was like you have torches and flashlights, and yes, you have to replace batteries if you've had them on for ages. But a lot of the time, if I had a gun out, if I was the only person with a gun, and it was a two-handed weapon, I couldn't hold a flashlight at the same time. So my teammate would hold the flashlight and maybe a pistol, except the light wouldn't actually be shining on the ground. You'd get the light cone out of the torch, but it wouldn't light anything up for me on my end of the game. So it was me stumbling around in the dark while he's trying to light my way, but then suddenly it fixed itself midway through the game, and it's like there were still a few hiccups, but that was based on the preview build. It's out now. I think the developers are responding to feedback. There's some co-op fun to be had here, I think. The map I played on was nighttime. This is the first time I've seen daytime footage. It's cool, and the headshots are cool, and it's a cool idea. And obviously, it's a sequel, so clearly the first game did well enough to warrant a sequel.
Was the first game in a hospital too?
No, like the maps are set on huge maps, so the hospital is probably one building in a very large area.
Yeah, that was just the beginning section of that level, because that was only like the first.
Oh, okay.
15% of the video
probably
was in there.
inspired by The Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead starts in a hospital.
Yeah, I think they've got several urban landscapes, forests, and stuff like that. So
It's a very boss baby comment.
one game that I have also played a fair bit of over the last couple of days, mostly because the new Spider-Man movie is pretty great, is Spider-Man
haven't seen it.
Remastered on PC. I own it on Steam, and
I've got it on PS5.
remember briefly having a go and bouncing off because open world didn't have time. So I sat down and I played it for a couple of hours day before yesterday, something like that. And I think it's really cool to swing around the city and be Spider-Man, and it reminded me of the old Spider-Man games that I played when I was a kid. But then I become Peter Parker and I go to a lab and I'm doing circuit connecting puzzles.
Yeah, DNA stuff. Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this?
I get it. It's to break up the monotony
I get
a
it.
bit.
But it really felt kind of
Jarring.
generic
At least
Like-
it's not the stealth sequences as Mary Jane.
I haven't even. Is that Spider-Man 2? I haven't even done
That's
the
Spider-Man
stealth
2,
sequences.
isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh no, Spider-Man 1
No,
has
she's
them.
in both, I think. But in the second one,
Okay,
she
I
gets
haven't
she
got
gets
that
the
far.
strongest weapon in any video game ever. She's more powerful than anyone in the Spider-Man universe. It's the one hit.
But like, I really like the combat. It's very, Batman Arkham coded. It was good fun, right? But I'm also like, I don't know. Like you hear people talk about it, and I was expecting like.
Oh, it's revered. Yeah, it's revered.
And then I
It's
was
one of
like-
those things. It's been. We'll get into
it's
it more
good.
later. It's like it's not the superhero revelation that Spider-Man was when people were talking about how much they enjoyed Wolverine, but it wasn't anything new. It's like the Insomniac Spider-Man games were really good Spider-Man games. They weren't like different than you could go back to old ones, and they were just great versions of that. They weren't revolutionary in any way. I guess they were more
like the
expensive.
combat and stuff is really fun. Like being able to like web up people on walls and
Yeah.
shit, and like it's
cool.
really neat. And I haven't unlocked anything because I've only been playing for like a couple of hours. But yeah, like I was surprised. I guess it probably sounds like I'm being super negative on it. I'm not. It's good. Like I'm like, this is cool. And my stepson, he was like, you own Spider-Man Remastered. He's been logging into his mum's handheld with my Steam account and playing it on the
You
on the
don't,
family
you don't do
account.
the. Oh, yeah, I was going to say yeah. Because the
family
family
sharing.
share.
Yeah. So he's been playing it. Because I was like looking at Kat's profile. I'm like, you've unlocked a lot of achievements in Spider-Man. What are you doing? Oh, it's Roman.
Spider-Man is similar to Last of Us for me in that Spider-Man 2 plays a lot better than Spider-Man, but I really don't like the story in Spider-Man 2. I actually ended up liking Miles Morales the most out of all of them.
Interesting.
I've got that on Steam. Stole that code. Yeah, I tried to get my son to play Spider. I thought he'd really enjoy Spider-Man, and I think I've told this story where he wanted to skip the cutscenes. He's like, "Why can't I
They do
skip
go
these
on.
movies?" He's
There's
like,
a lot.
"Why can't I skip these movies?"
It was more annoying in 2 because I didn't like them in 2 nearly as much.
And he played it for a bit, and then just
Bounced off.
bounced off
Yeah.
and never went back. I tried to get him on it, installed it on his PS5. Here, look, Spider-Man, because he bought the Spider-Man controller. He had one of the last left in Australia, and he got a hold of one.
Wow.
So I thought, okay, well, play Spider-Man. No,
Yeah, it's being Spider-Man is
Just-
fun. I agree with you, Crypto Cody, in the chat. Being Spider-Man is fun.
it is.
It is. It's being Peter Parker, not so much fun. It's a lot of work to do and chores and shit. But yeah, like that's pretty much like again, we have been playing so much more. Like the one game that Jesse's finished his review on, and I've now started playing. Like I really want to talk about it, but we can't.
It'll
So
be
we
next
won't.
weekend. Funnily enough, Ursul's played the other one, the first one I had done. He also has a code because he gave me 2, even though it's not a co-op thing. He's echoing my sentiments, so I feel pretty good.
Nice. All right. Well, okay. There are. Whoa. There's a giant happy birthday thing on the screen.
yeah.
Yeah, I had
We-
to
we also
give it
have a lot
chroma
of
key
super
and
chats.
Move it over. It's got a chroma key.
that's
It's moved now. But I put all the super
We have a
chats
lot of
in the
super
private
chats that
chat,
we
so
need
they're
to get
right
through.
there.
So while
I've
we're
got
on the
it here
subject
anyway.
of Spider-Man, let's deal with TiberiusMonk's super chat, and then we will be dealing with the other ones that are referencing Halo.
Okay. Tiberius Monk, have you all seen Brand New Day? Thoughts? I have not yet.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes. Really good.
Just a
Like-
it is a fantastic movie that has superheroes in it, which is always what you're hoping for.
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
I appreciated the slightly initially smaller scope in story, and the surprised me because I don't pay attention to all of the stuff, and I would probably say it's the most fun I've had with a Marvel movie in ages,
And maybe
it
the
actually made
best
me-
looking one.
Yeah, it's got a much more cinematic look than the
That-
kind of green screeny nonsense of typical.
Well, it happened
Marvel
last
movies.
time. No Way Home was a COVID movie, and so it was all green screen, not by choice.
This was sets, real sets.
Yeah,
apparently.
like they even had, they drove like that tank chase and everything. You can see the behind the scenes where he's swinging on this huge rig, doing it real, even if it's just reference, like having all that, the way it all moves, the way he swings, and it feels like you're actually looking at someone grabbing onto something. and swinging instead of it just being up in the air and grabbing a cloud or something like that. It doesn't look plasticky at all. Like it looks
it's got depth to it.
desaturated a bit, and and it's just a really good
I
movie.
really liked it, and I really liked that. Speaking in code here, the thing that you probably wanted to happen in your heart didn't happen, and the movie was all the better for it. There you go. That's my non-spoilery code talk. But it made me go and watch Fantastic Four. Funnily enough, First Steps.
Fantastic Four was all right.
Yeah,
I didn't mind.
I mean,
Fantastic Four.
it does kind of just throw you in there, doesn't it? Like it's like, hey,
it's
we're in a
just
different
trying
place
to be
and
a
everything's
fun
a bit
movie.
kooky.
Yeah,
and it was a bit silly, but I enjoyed it as well. So maybe
I didn't mind. I'm not saying I loved
now.
it, and it was one of the best Marvel movies, but it was fine. I thought it was all right.
Marvel hasn't missed a ton. Like the Marvels even didn't make any money. That's a fine movie. It was fun. Thunderbolts was really good. Fantastic Four was good. Like they still have had good movies.
I didn't mind it. Thunderbolts.
And I think this proves there's no fatigue. It's just the
there was
fatigue
only
came
like
having too many TV shows.
Yeah.
And the fatigue came from a few too many okay movies.
They had a lot of okay movies in the initial run too.
Yeah, I know, but it was all fresh and new back then. Like Eternals was legit bad. Love and Thunder was legit bad. Dark World was legit bad.
Every Thor movie except for Ragnarok was bad.
Oh, but then Ragnarok is like one of the best Marvel movies. It's so fucking good. Ragnarok. I did love Russell Crowe in Love and Thunder. Like Russell Crowe was hilarious. But I do want to see Brand New Day. I really do.
It's great.
I've seen all the other ones.
Most of the world has seen it, where it's
on streaming services, mate.
in horrible quality.
Yeah, I know. I've seen. Yeah, I know. I was about to say the quality.
That's not a. That's a movie you want to see in good quality, not steal like a filthy pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it hasn't made a ton of money already.
Yeah. Crazy
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
All right.
Did you see the new trailer for Doomsday?
No, I only watched the first trailer and then I nope out. I wait.
Oh man.
But I mean,
Can't wait for this movie.
on Dune's Day, I'll be watching Dune 3 anyway.
Then go and you said Dune's Day, so then you go and watch Doomsday. Otherwise, it's just Dune is having a release day.
I was more referring to the
just-
fact that they're both coming out
I know.
at the same time.
But Dune's, it's like
Doomsday for
Barbenheimer.
me.
Yeah.
Barbenheimer.
But
It's just Doomsday
Vision
for
Quest
me.
looks great.
Yeah, I want to see that
I've
too.
not watched any of it.
Really,
watched
really good
WandaVision.
WandaVision until the end was very good. And then the end was like, But then Agatha All Along, amazing. And then I'm looking forward to
I
this.
watched it.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny?
too much.
I didn't mind WandaVision. It got better, but I feel like somehow Multiverse of Madness retroactively improves WandaVision.
I mean,
Yes.
Wait, which one came
it's a sequel.
first?
No, it's a sequel to
WandaVision came
WandaVision.
first.
Yeah,
Her story
And I feel like
sequel.
Multiverse of Madness to me retroactively makes it better.
This is also
kids
why
and
we
I
started
just-
Sick and Nick's Flicks to stop 25-minute
Yeah, I know.
long tangents.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. The kids and I just watched Doctor Strange as well. That's where we're up to in the saga. The kids liked it, Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's a
on
good movie.
rewatch, it held up. Yeah, on rewatch, it's 10 years old now. It's scary to think about that. Yeah, I like Doctor Strange.
But everything's so because you
Patch is great.
Vision Quest. I'm like, man, Paul Bettany actually finally looks old.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to age as the Vision, but there he is.
Yeah, that's right.
Happens to
But
the
yes.
best of us. All right.
There are other super chats.
There are. We've got a way of dealing with them because they're all about Halo.
They're all Halo.
wrap. So just
No,
wait.
no.
What?
Just
We're
wait a
they're
sec.
going to be part of the news segment around Halo. We're not
I've
in there
moved.
yet.
So
Oh.
now that we've finished talking about that, we're going to dive into
Tiberius
after-
Monk getting one last movie thing in $3. That recent Doomsday trailer goes so full on, especially the bit with blank and blank. Holy shit! According to Nick's sources, there's some insane elements we haven't seen yet, and that has me excited. You can read it if you want the names. I mean, we know they're in the movie, but if people are trying to go radio silent for 5 months, I don't know how you even do it.
Yeah.
Try and help you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sadly,
I'm
my
gonna-
daughter already knows what happens in Endgame. And I'm like, oh, man.
I think
that
I
takes
do as
away
well.
the
I
impact a bit.
saw a load of stuff.
No,
from the
Endgame, not
script.
Doomsday.
In
Oh,
Endgame.
sorry.
Endgame.
Sorry.
Oh,
Doomsday.
Doomsday, I already know.
Yeah.
Doomsday, I know the whole movie. And ooh, boy. Oh, shit. Doomsday
Should
and
be
Secret
fun.
Wars are going to be so fucking good. They're going to be so good.
Interesting times.
I
Now,
can't wait.
with that, we are done talking about what we've been playing. We're going to talk about the news, but before we go and do that, we want you to enjoy these messages and listen to them intently, and then do everything that they tell you to do.
Welcome to Day One.
From PC to PlayStation, Switch to Xbox,
We're all about one thing: video games.
With a gorgeous new website,
best-in-class community forums, and a kick-ass Discord server.
Our sole focus is on bringing you the latest in news, reviews, and features.
From the biggest games to amazing indie titles, we try to do it all so you can focus on what you're going to play day one.
Beyond our regular live streams, we've got the Day One show, listened to in over 60 countries across the planet.
and our twice-weekly news-focused broadcast headlines, keeping you up to date and in the know on all things gaming.
If you love video games, you're in the right place.
Help us stand toe-to-toe with the biggest sites out there and consider supporting us directly.
Just head to playday.one/memberships.
And enjoy things like exclusive videos and game giveaways every week.
Thank you for your support.
All right, we're back, and yep, the advert's right. The best way you can support Day One is by becoming a member. Just head to playday.one/memberships. Or if you want to really relieve a lot of the absolutely stressful financial pressure of Gamescom, consider dropping us a tip using the link in the chat. It really does help. Seriously. There's not a it's been a weird week. There's like little bits of stuff to
Mostly
talk about this
negative.
week.
Like, this company
Kinda.
has fired a bunch of people. Speaking of, Invincible Versus has seemingly laid off most of their staff at that studio.
Yeah, like 75% of their
Yeah.
staff. Skybound.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, Skybound or Quarter Up?
Quarter up.
Who are owned by them.
Shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Bad times, hey?
Yeah.
If only you'd given a 9 to Invincible Versus, Nick. That would have
It's
been
pretty
the
much
difference.
Nick's
That
fault.
would've- Yeah, that's what I heard. Everyone looked at it and was like, oh, Marvel Tōkon's the better game.
But Invincible Versus is Play Anywhere. So our audience would only play that.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, considering like the PC concurrent Steam count has dropped significantly since launch, so like it's like, oh, you know, like I get it, but that's the kind of game, a multiplayer game. You probably should have released that across all the consoles. You would have had a lot of Xbox people pick that up.
Yeah, well, I
one?
mean, Tōkon.
Tōkon.
Which, don't worry, I saw an analytics firm that gave bad numbers and tried to paint them as good. Weird how that always happens that way, but yeah,
It's weird though because hasn't it sold about the same amount as Halo Campaign Evolved on PS5?
No. Oh, on there, yes.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
and it's $10 more though, so it's $10 better every sale.
Okay, fair enough. Speaking of Halo,
Uh-oh.
the Campaign Evolved remake got a major patch, which fixed some stuff that people were complaining about. Like you can turn off chromatic aberration, you can turn
Film
off motion
grain.
blur. You can, I think it's fixed, like making the jackals not be dicks and really hold on to their shields.
Yeah,
There's a bunch
was like
of fixes.
Head and feet will actually get hit more
Yeah,
now.
it was definitely a frustration during the playthrough. I just thought it was like, okay, it's harder now. That's fine because it did work. Like it just took a lot of shots. But yeah, like now the dust has settled. How's everyone feeling about Campaign Evolved?
I've
Still,
completely beat it 3
great.
times and had a ton of fun.
yeah. I
great.
really
I
want to do
haven't
the
beaten it,
lasso
but it's great.
playthrough. To be honest,
If
Like, I
I
know
come
you
into that
don't.
with a very different, I really don't like the Iron Skull. I understand why
Yeah,
that
it's a
makes
pain
it
in the ass.
legitimately harder, and you can't just cheese it by sending people in. I get that, It doesn't make it fun when you're in tiny corridors, and so you can't do anything without just killing someone in front of you and getting sent back to the checkpoint. Especially when Nick is always walking in front and dying and saying how great he is.
I was not. It was actually Ursula and John doing that the most. Thank you very much.
I think I actually only died to being shot like twice.
I was the one that was carrying us through most parts because you guys didn't realize how fucking good I am at Halo. I was even, when I had dinner with Dim the other night, he was saying he loved it. It's like, it was great.
It's amazing to me how divisive it is. And we've got a couple of super chats on this topic, mostly because Mr. Rebs, who literally doesn't talk about any other studio except Halo Studios, keeps putting out reports. And this one's like, Halo's going to be outsourcing more. And it's like...
More always outsourced.
But didn't the CEO say that they're doing a 50% reduction in vendor spend? Guess what outsourcing is in game development? Just saying. He also suggested that Sledgehammer Games were being tapped to assist, and they'll get a little bit of that Activision touch on Halo in terms of getting a game made. Which I don't know if I'm against. Like, if it means a complete product.
The games would be led by the studio, and if you've got talented people helping you make it, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
I just don't know how they have any time when they're trying to make COD every year.
Yeah, I don't want a Halo every year.
No,
we just want an absolutely fantastic Halo when it comes.
Yes,
well, I think
finished complete product.
If they're going to hit other genres and have a Halo every 2 years, but it's not mainline FPS campaign multiplayer Halo.
Yeah, something in the Halo universe.
Yeah, but Halo Studios is overseeing 3 or 4 projects at a time, and they don't all get canceled. Like, then you do need other large talented studios to do the grunt work.
Yep. That's true. Crypto Cody has a super chat on this topic, funnily enough.
Wow, he pulled a John.
I get to say it. I did
it, John. I was coughing. I muted myself because I was coughing.
Yeah, John does it because of stupidity. I mean, accidentally.
No, I do it because I vape.
Where I did it because I didn't want to cough on the mic and just forgot to unmute. Has Microsoft been too precious with Halo? Tight creative control, one studio since Bungie, and so many cancelled projects. Doing more harm than good? I think there's an element of truth to that.
I mean, they've tried a billion things. We've seen they had Halo Wars 2. They had the Spartan Assault and Strike. They just never... They had a hard time with the main line, which is always going to be the thing everyone's going to focus on, is like the stories between making Halo 4 and its multiplayer, and then, oh shit, no, people aren't super happy, we got to completely redo it. And then Halo 5, okay, it's going to be this big thing. Oh no, it's not. Let's cobble together a shitty story that will retroactively fix over the years. And then Halo Infinite, everyone knows, with Craig and everything that happened there, and Joe Staten coming in and rebuilding in a short period of time again, like the Bungie magic, even without Bungie, because they still had a lot of people who worked on Halo there. This has been like the first full reset, and outside of Rebs having no clue really what's going on there as much on a broader scale yet, because they've only done one offshoot project under this new studio name and leadership. It's like,
oh look, I don't mind. Like, I like what Rebs is doing in terms of, because obviously he cares a lot about Halo and is coming from the angle of sorting out what the fuck is going on. My question would be, I do wonder who he's talking to and what their perspective is. And again,
I would imagine a disgruntled ex-member of staff.
That's what I wonder about. Like, because I read all the stuff about Pierre. I have to be really careful about what I say here, but when I hear about the so-called problems with Pierre, to me they don't sound like problems per se. Having worked with bosses like that,
I know what you want to say.
When you have a culture, because I've worked in a work culture where not a lot of people do a lot of work. And when you work in a work culture where everyone gets comfortable not doing much, and then a boss comes in who's a bit of a hard ass and is like, why the fuck aren't we working? That can,
It's a bit of a system shock.
if you were to interview those people after they quit, they would say a lot of the things they're saying about Pierre. So that's why I'm like, and it's only because I've experienced it firsthand. It looked so familiar when I read all that stuff. I'm like, I think I know what's happening here. I think there's a lot of people who got comfortable not doing a ton of work, having someone crack the whip on them, and they don't like it because they've been used to not doing a ton for such a long time. That's just how it read to me, having experienced that stuff firsthand. That's how it read. And I look at Master Chief Collection, it's great. I look at Campaign Evolved, it's great. So as far as I'm concerned, Pierre is 2 from 2 so far. So it's hard to argue with the result thus far.
The problem I have with a lot of the reports is that they are stated as fact. They have an agenda to them in terms of how they're written and how they're communicated. And more to the point, video game projects get cancelled all the time. But I've never seen someone like constantly be like, yeah, that was cancelled. Like this happens all the time at studios.
Yeah.
Concepts get cancelled. Nah, it's not going to work. Perfectly normal. But because it's being reported on, the folks at Halo Studios who, you know, a lot of them are good people and they just want to make cool Halo games. Just every week, Rebs has got a new report with some new shit in it about how they're sucking. And I'm just like, I'm not like, leave the developers alone. I'm not that. But I'm also like, it's not doing anything useful. Like for anyone, like what does it do? Like how is it helping anybody apart from making everyone go, oh, Halo's in trouble? But we're basing it off of one report, often from one single source. And it's like, I don't like doing that. If I was reporting, I wouldn't do that.
It's not really
do you
reporting.
know what I mean?
If you can do it every week, then it's
like
not
you're holding on
something
to stuff.
Yeah,
let me tease this thing. Read it, but watch it all in my video, and it's just like, it's not my jam. It doesn't sit well with me. And just knowing a lot about how the sausage is made when it comes to video games, it's like, yeah, like this battle royale got cancelled. Yeah, do you know why? Because they are 8 years too late. You know, I don't care, Halo fan, if you're like, oh no, I would love that. Yeah, you might. Again, we're working in an industry where if it doesn't land,
didn't Insomniac cancel the Spider-Man multiplayer game? Does that mean there's trouble at Insomniac and
exactly
shit
right
devs? And
like there's just it carries a narrative with it that I feel is a little unfair. I would much rather let the teams communicate what they're working on when they're ready to show what they're working on, because then it's at a point where it's ready to be shown.
Like I said, my suspicion is Rebs is coming from a place of caring about Halo and wanting Halo Studios to do well and blah, 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 blah. But I suspect the source or sources maybe aren't the best. Not in terms of reliability, but in
our
terms
biggest
of
donation ever. I'm not making that. $700 from Brit. Let's go Gamescom 2026. Happy birthday, Jesse. Aren't you glad this isn't for beans?
Oh my god. 700.
I'm going to play that. That gets played twice.
That's a whole Switch 2 in
I'm
Australia.
replaying it.
That's a whole Switch 2 in Australia.
I can't think of a better way to put this. Like, I have literally just felt the stress of the last 3 weeks kind of just come off my shoulders a little bit. Like,
Jesus.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm actually speechless and choking up a little
And
bit.
it's Brit, too, who is an excellent mod on the Discord and on the forums and a great guy.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, like Brit, that makes a massive, like genuinely massive difference.
Yeah.
And I'm going to eat a bean just because.
No, it's just this
Like-
is in Mm-hmm. Oh, they're both the same,
This
so I'll
one's-
grab one.
This one's pink, and it doesn't even. There isn't even like.
I don't even know what this. I don't even know what this is. It's got far too many dark specks in it that makes me
This is
concerned.
either toasted marshmallow or stink bug. One of the worst.
Oh,
I think this is same toasted marshmallow.
Delicious
or stink bug.
stink bug.
this is
I'm going to
dead
kiss my
fish.
wife with my poopy mouth.
Holy shit, Brit! That's amazing.
I think this is dead fish or stinky socks.
Oh,
Mine
No.
is stinky fucking stink bug.
no. Mine got sweet when I got halfway through. This is toasted marshmallow. It just had like almost no flavor. Thank you, Brett. This is delicious.
Well, mine's
I
horrible.
think this is stinky socks.
So weird.
I feel like I'm becoming desensitized to these a little bit at this point.
We need Ursel on every time just so he can
his
practically
reactions
vomit.
are pure gold.
This is the first time I've felt a little something like I ain't got stinky socks.
Stinky socks
Lucky
is
I
one of
got
the worst. Yeah, no, I had
Delicious
that.
Ralph Lauren coffee.
I wanted to
wash us
die
down.
when I had stinky socks the first time.
Wow.
That cup means that I'm better than you.
Man.
Best part of that $700, I got to cut off Nick. Didn't have to listen to what he was saying.
Wow.
Oh, really?
I'm absolutely blown away there.
Yeah. We're now over $3,500 on the $5,000 legit. Like my ticket alone, my ticket and my plane and train were like, what, $1,000-ish?
Yeah.
Like, those are legit costs.
Yeah.
So it really helps.
Like-
Holy crap.
right now, we haven't booked my travel yet, and money is so tight that we are planning to drive currently. Which
Right
is
across the water in your hyperboat.
yeah, we're going to get a ferry.
It's okay.
But
I've driven to Sydney before. It's okay.
yeah, it's on the other side of the road though. It's on the wrong side of the road, and Kat's never done that before. So
That is a mindfuck. Because they're left, but
we
some
drive
of the
on the
countries
left.
on right.
So France, Germany.
Yeah, Greece. Yeah, when we were in Greece, it was weird driving on the other side. It was weird.
And your car
So-
doesn't shift. Like your chair is still on the wrong side, which makes
Yes.
driving
Yes.
on the other side really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it does. It took a
she
lot
doesn't
of
want to do
adjustment
it.
for me.
She doesn't want to do it, but we
Yeah.
have to get there.
Ask Jeremy Clarkson for one of his supercars that has that's the American model. Sure, I'll do it.
So
Crypto
can I-
Cody added to his super chat.
can I say what I
also the
was saying
cancelled
before,
Halo
though?
movies.
You can.
Yeah, of course you can.
I was saying that I get what Rebs is doing, and I think it comes from a place of caring about Halo and wanting Halo Studios to do well. But I suspect the issue might be his source or sources, not the reliability of them. I'm sure they're real people within Halo Studios that are telling him whatever. My only question would be their perspective. So, is his source one of the people who got a bit comfortable not doing a ton of work, who's now feeling a
How
ton
dare
of
you
pressure
talk
being
about
made
Glenn?
to do
Uh-oh,
work?
shit. Druvinator, Druve! Rock on, enjoy Gamescom. You get to tell one of us to eat a bean if you want.
Oh, Drove.
If you want. He might have just done $20 because he wanted to do 20, didn't realize it calls out the beans. Technically, Brett could have us eat another 22 beans.
I don't want to eat 22 beans.
You made it $20.
I'll eat another bean for Drove. Oh no, Nick's volunteered. Okay.
Give it to the broken nose guy who can't taste anything.
I don't know things.
Holy crap.
I was right though about stinky socks, huh, Nick? That one really sucks.
I think that was Stinky Socks,
Yeah,
and it wasn't right.
it's really bad.
I don't even know what this one is.
We will enjoy Gamescom. Sadly, not without Nick though, or without Nick, because getting Nick there would triple that bar.
Okay. That's
Even if
actually dead fish.
Mm.
That's dead fish. I can taste the fishiness to it.
Yeah, it's not good.
Dead fish.
That's grim, isn't it? That's grim.
And
it's
they're
in my
all
nose
they're
now.
all oil, which is like the bad ones are all just pure oil, which is why they stick in your teeth forever.
Ah, the fish is in my nose now.
I've had a message that I better also have a disgusting flavoured bean. Please be a good one. Please be a good one. This is either strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish, or I can't quite tell the colour difference in this light. It's either peach or bath.
That fish taste has gone into my nose.
Yeah, it looks like peach or barf. Are you having Hershey's chocolate, John? Yeah, he is.
Oh, it's fucking rancid.
Yeah. I mean, mix it and do not mix the barf flavor with your own barf or we'll get banned.
Oh, that's horrible. It's never good. You're never okay with it. You never can just handle it. It's always just like, oh.
Still a lot more Halo super chats. Fuck. What's that?
TiberiusMonk with the $61.74 to make it an even $3,600. Inspired by Brit's awesomeness, here's some extra money for Gamescom. All three of you eat a bean. Let's go, Gamescom. Woohoo!
I'm so glad I'm not on the show next week, by the way. I'm away for the weekend. No one can make me eat beans. Well,
So I got wet dog or top
black
banana.
Licorice or burnt rubber. I'm not sure I'll love either of these options.
I am kind of hearing
licorice
myself
is
for
like,
you again.
if you don't
John.
like licorice, it's bad as well. Oh, come on. Thank you, TiberiusMonk.
What a birthday treat. 2 good beans in a row. Top banana is so good.
Oh,
That's burnt
I'm
rubber.
sorry. I'm sorry, audio listeners. This is booger or juicy pear. Please be juicy pear.
Yes.
That's burnt rubber.
Being a birthday boy has its positives sometimes. And God gives you good beans.
Oh, that is
burnt rubber.
a delicious juicy pear. Oh, thank God. That's like, get out of my mouth, all the other flavour.
The top
rubber
banana is
for
one of
me.
the best ones too. It's so yummy.
Yeah, it's really powerful. It's a powerful banana.
$1 from good old Collingwood, ruining the donation account for Trav. Also, I'm a cheap bastard.
So it'll be 3601. Amazing. Wow, thank you, everybody. That was super cool.
And please keep it coming. Unlike what unlike what Nick says, no, that's a real bar. That is what we're spending to go to Gamescom.
I
thank
didn't
you.
say it's not a real bar.
I just realised something amazing.
What?
We've hit over 3,500. Ursel has to dye his hair blonde.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh Christ! I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of this. Boom! All right,
Imagine
if you're on
Ursel
the
with
Discord,
luscious
at
blonde hair.
Ursel, at everyone, at
Ursel's
Soul.
going blonde. I'll speak to Kat and see if we can get that done. Sorry, Nick, carry on.
Buck Thunderp with Super Chat. It seems like 25-year-old Halo campaign Evolved sold about as much on PS5 as PS5 exclusive Saros. Very few Doomcasting articles about PS5 exclusives. Well, that's, yeah. We should be used to that by now.
Yeah.
I may have actually been given some rough figures on how Halo sold, but yeah, I'll keep those to myself.
Nope, you're gonna DM them right now to me and John.
Yeah, but there's never... Right now, the only negativity around PlayStation is still with the discs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Well, and the
Sony
disc
does
thing
not give a
led to
fuck.
people realizing how companies shit on them. All of them shit on them. But they're like, now they actually talk and nitpick at the crappy things. But it's like Death Stranding 2 didn't seem to do very well. Ghost of Yotei did very well. But then Saros seemed to flop. And now Tokon's not... Who knows the budget on Tōkon? But we know the budget on Saros was roughly 80 million US. And it's not made that back,
Tōkon-
most likely.
Tokon's allegedly at around 500,000 at the moment. So, I don't know. I have no idea, context-wise, if that's a good or a bad thing. I assume for a fighting game, that's decent for the first week, for opening
I think
days,
so.
whatever.
Yeah.
500,000.
We don't know the budget is the main. Like, you have no idea what they've spent on it.
Yeah.
It might be doing great.
But I assume for a fighting game, that's not too bad to begin with, especially given, like, when you have Maximilian, who is by far the biggest fighting game streamer out there.
He turned it off and uninstalled it mid-stream.
Yeah, the Steam version. That's a bad ad for your game. Not that Max is the be all and end all for your game's success. I mean, look at Killer Instinct. If Maximilian could make your game sink or swim, then Killer Instinct should be the biggest fighting game on the planet. But still, like, Max has a lot of influence in the industry. Crypto Cody, also the cancelled Halo movies too from back in the Double O's. Oh yeah, remember how we were supposed to have a couple of more Halo things?
Spielberg
He's making AI movies now, so like maybe we dodged the bullet.
Blomkamp.
He had one real good one in District 9, but even that
was incredible.
Had some issues with footage it used and repurposed. But yeah,
I like a helpful member of the community has just DM'd me a thought, Nick, about $500,000 for a fighting game is pretty good. Is $500,000 for a fighting game that's paid an enormous amount of money to Disney for the license? Is that good?
Now that's the thing. Like,
I'm just talking about the number of copies in isolation.
We know what Insomniac paid for. Like it's a lot, and they need to sell a lot to make it up. But it might not be the same for a fighting game.
It might not.
From Arc, it might. That's the thing. Without the context, there's no.
That's right. Like, for all we know, maybe Disney fully understands that a fighting game is not going to put up the numbers of an action game. Yeah. So they're like, okay, so for Tōkon, the license fee is this much. For Spider-Man, it's fucking this much. And for Wolverine, it's this much.
Because it's Wolverine and all the X-Men is what they're doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume it's not a flat fee across the fucking board. There'd have to be context.
And
like,
it is on PC right at the start, so maybe that helps.
Like Arxis and Sony would have sat down at the table and been like, well, guys, just to let you know, this is a fighting game. So it's already niche from a sales perspective. It's already fairly niche just to start with. The best-selling fighting games ever barely crack 10 mil in most cases. So I'm sure there's context around that. But yes, those cancelled. A Spielberg Halo movie would have been good. Scott the Oz. Should the next main game be linear or open? I prefer linear.
I think I would prefer linear. I really liked Halo Infinite.
Linear. So did I.
I liked it, but I've said this. I've said this multiple times about Halo Infinite. Is the open world was cool, but like Halo needs those. Halo needs
not
to go.
Scarab.
It's not necessarily about the Scarab. It needs that increase in scale, and I don't just mean an open world. I mean
Halo 3 when you're with all the tanks and everything going against the Covenant. And
it needs that kind of like that lift up where you're like, this wouldn't have been possible before.
You could see where they went for it with the very like last section where you're going through that place, but it's just your tank. It's just you. Just Chief.
Yeah.
And it's like, it could have been so much more because you've been spending this whole time going through and rescuing people. And if there was some way they could have built this big ass level where there's just 100 of you all going, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Halo 4 was close, man. Halo 4 got close.
It didn't. Like, in terms of scale, Halo 4 is actually...
No, not in terms of scale. I mean in terms of just nailing a campaign. I think it got close.
It did, but because they pushed those graphics so hard on the 360,
I know, it limited the scale.
You could feel the kind of artificial corridors of the levels a lot more than you could in previous Halos. It was gorgeous.
So beautiful.
And when you go back,
it was so beautiful.
It's funny when people talk about Mass Effect. That is, it felt like I had the Mass Effect barriers, and then they just tried to make the distance look so good that it felt bigger. But like if you look at the actual play spaces in like in especially early Mass Effect and Halo 4, like they're very small.
I know, but it's still to me insane how good that game looks on that hardware. Like that should not be possible. how Halo 4 looked on 360. It should not be possible. Who did I just get a DM from? Oh, well, there you go. Okay, I'll have a read of that. Crypto Cody, one more super chat. Would starting donations for Gamescom 27 earlier help?
Yes, and we will.
Yeah, like we did do a lot of things very early this year, but like we're also going to be more sensible in 2027 in that, like, as great, like, we want to make Console Wars the card game. You know, we want to go out and do all these things, and primarily going to things like DICE in Vegas and GDC in San Francisco were not really about coverage for the website, but about getting those networking contacts and trying to have those conversations. And we had a lot of those conversations. This industry being what it is right now, trying to get funding out of anybody is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. It's just, unless you've got a playable build.
Or half the time, a completed game.
Yeah, like they just aren't ready. No one's investing in games right now. No one is. So 2027, the likelihood is we'll still pursue wherever we can that project, like in some form, but we won't be doing trips like that. So when we were organizing things at the beginning of this year, like I mean, Jesse, you booked your flight in February, I think, or something.
I think it was the very end of January.
Like, so we were like, we've got some money in the bank now. Let's get these things booked. We booked the Airbnb super early. So, you know, like, we're just going to be a little bit more careful about what we can go to and how we do things. But I think we would all like to make both Summer Games Fest and or Gamescom next year be one where Nick is at one of those.
SGF would probably
I think SGF would be
easier.
a really good one.
Because SGF, you're actually a lot
We'll
closer.
try. I will. And MVG said if I go to Summer Games Fest, he'll go. And he said to stay with him in Vegas and we drive to LA together.
No, that's a trip, man. I would, if you could do that, do it. Like, there's some beautiful
stay at my
landscape.
place. I'm like, are you serious? He goes, I've got a spare bedroom. Stay at my place and we'll drive to LA. I'm like,
that would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So we're going to be a little bit more planning, even more planning than usual. But yeah, well, I'm still kind of thrown that like so many people have just donated so much. Like,
700.
Amazing.
And it was almost entirely not even for Gamescom. It was just to see Ursula have to dye his hair.
Yeah, I love it.
And there's
Amazing.
probably a little bit of inspiration from Nick doesn't get $1 of this.
Oh, yeah.
The
That's why
thing-
Nintendo donated so much.
The thing I want to stress to people, and I want to be mindful of how I say this, is like when we're really conscious that we're asking people in this economy, in this kind of atmosphere, to give up cash for us to be able to go do the cool things, right? And the way we always try and approach it is when we're there, we've got 40 something appointments booked at Gamescom, and at least on behalf of myself, Cengus, Jesse, and Kat, everything we see, we're going to produce content for, be that written previews, videos, interviews, anything. I won't speak for Ursula. We'll let that joke just sit on its own. But like, I'm conscious that there's a lot of big companies out there and websites that kind of are tastemakers in so many ways because they're so much bigger than us, but they don't pay attention to so many games. And I know that the community that we have likes the big stuff and the small stuff. And I love the fact that we try and take time, even though we're a very small team, we try and take time for both. And we review we look at so many different games across a wide spectrum of size. And I think that's important for the health of this industry. And lots of these same tastemakers will tell you they're all about the indies. They'll and if an indie goes viral, then they'll start writing about it, but they won't be there on the ground floor. Do you know what I mean? And oftentimes we're picking up games that no one's touching. Like, take for example, I want to shout it out because although we haven't played it, the lovely Cucumbo did a fantastic review earlier this week for Dusk Fade, which is a new PS2 era 3D platformer that lots and lots of people are looking forward to. Some broad range of review scores on this one, some 6s all the way up to some 9s. Cucumber came in at 7. If you haven't watched his review, please do. It's not my words. I'm just reading his script. But he did a really, really good job. And there's so much more stuff coming out now over the rest of this month, into September, into October, of big and small. And we're going to try and cover as many of those as we can. And you guys are the ones that make it possible. So, like, we just appreciate you. Like, it's really cool.
And we do good videos, which I think is a big differentiator for us.
I do think, like, when I look at review videos across other places, I'm like, as kick-ass. Like, we do such good work. Like, maybe I'm, blowing smoke up our own ass or something. But, like, the videos are cool. Anyways.
And the 4K. Shocked at how many people still
4K.
do 1080p.
It's lazy.
I think a lot of times when it's like freelancers and stuff and it comes down to uploading and downloading 140 gigs of video, if you're not making your own video, and we do, like, generally we do our own stuff. Me, you, and Ursula, at least.
Yeah. I think Ursula does some
You do some occasions. I mean, yes, when you're doing one yourself as well. Twice a year. Except for this month, where it was twice. In a month.
2 in a week.
Amazing.
It was in a week. It was exactly a week apart between reviews, Thursday to Thursday. A week apart.
I technically did 3 in 8 days while traveling 3 days. And I still fell behind. Bean? Well, what is this name? We got 2 back-to-back. We got Beanord Hood with a $30 super chat that says, what it do, Day One Ninjas, on a few-day retreat in the Boston area? Hey, that's where me and Nissa are from. Having a blast at Murray's. Thank you for being a regular part of my life for the past few years. Also amped for Dawn Walker, which I have absolutely no idea if we'll be reviewing. Hopefully.
Thanks, but being a Red Hood.
Yeah, who would you like to eat a bean? And then you can read Nissa's.
Nissa Hauer, member for 2 years. Are you going to review Animo?
Cengiz is on their list for news. So I bet you he's on their list for reviews. No.
The only real news that happened this week was the dinner Nick and I had Thursday night.
From MVG for
right.
Audio
roast chicken.
I have to interrupt about this. MVG, I sent you some WhatsApp, bro, with some cool shit in them.
He doesn't use WhatsApp. He's like me. I don't use WhatsApp.
Then I text him to tell him that they're in his WhatsApp, and I tried to send them to him on the Discord. I've sent them to him in all the places I can send them to.
I told him.
Can you take a ganders, please, and let me know if you still want to do this thing? And we'll have to leave the mystery there.
I told him to check his WhatsApp.
Help me out, MVG.
Yeah, we ate at a place called Left Bank. So if Jason's listening, because I've taken Jason to Left Bank before, and the food was so nice. We had this beautiful roast chicken with chorizo and quinoa thing. Oh my God, it was so nice. And then we had a coffee and stuff after. Oh, beautiful.
How is he as a kisser?
I saw you giving him a little smoochy kiss.
Yeah.
A little smoochy kiss.
He's like, because he reminded me, we walked out of the restaurant. He's like, oh, quick, we'll take the selfie. And then I took one and then I quickly went, ugh. And luckily he laughed. He didn't punch me.
He didn't punch me in the face. While we were on the subject of Australia and stuff, did you see the teaser for the Bluey movie?
Yeah. How good did the CG
I am
look?
hype. I am hype.
They did the
I'm going to be
CG
a crying 40-something-year-old man.
The CG, I like the visual style they chose for it.
Yes,
it could have been really bad. But they actually made it look like a CG version of the cartoon. Like, they did a really good job of it, I thought.
Craziest thing, though, an 8-minute long movie at the theaters is going to be weird.
And it'll still do like $2 billion.
Yeah.
They can do like 50 showings a day.
Yeah, and the kids will be like, I want to see it again. And they'll just go again because it's an 8-minute movie.
It's just on loop. Oh, man. All right. We made it through precisely one news topic.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can handle. Let's talk about some video game controllers, because Gears of War E-Day, it's got its second weekend of the beta going live at the moment. You can go and play Siege and multiplayer, and they made a bunch of changes and fixes. But Asha Sharma, and it was weird because Asha Sharma, Xbox CEO, tweeted out the video showing off the controllers. And I'm like, oh, head over to Xbox Live for the press release. And it ain't there. And it isn't there for 7 more minutes. And I'm like, is she just telling people, oh, I've just tweeted this out, you guys better get the press release? So like, what's happening over there? But yeah, we got 2 new limited edition Gears of War E-Day controllers. I like them both.
It's a limited edition controller and then a Design Labs option.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, one's available with Design Labs. The limited edition one has got this kind of burnt, cracked
texture.
tarmac.
Just like how the other controllers
really
had
cool.
scratches and all that sort of stuff. I don't mind it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it.
I like how the X button is red and the others are all gray around it. It's pretty neat. And then the other one is artwork from like a famous art metal like music. He does a lot of music for like album covers and stuff. Forget his name.
I don't mind it. I still don't think nothing will ever touch the Elite Gears controller.
The Gears 5 one.
Yeah, that Gears 5 Elite controller. I don't mind this. I assume that the texturing on either side, the cracked cement or whatever, is like a rubbery texture, which might make it almost like a grip for the controller. I don't mind that. But I bought the Gears one, I bought the Starfield one, I bought the Forza one. Maybe I just get this one as well. And as I say that out loud, I'm like, why am I buying all these controllers?
I see a video where one of the Iron Lords got sent one and they like unboxed it on like a little video. I'm sure
one
I
of the
did.
Gears ones?
Yeah, like I'm sure it was the red and black one, but I'm like, come on, Microsoft, help me out.
Yeah.
You have to ask Paris for his.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I forgot to mention from the beginning of the show. Like, Xbox invited me out to a thing in the UK to test out Grounded 2 Into the Abyss. I just completely forgot to mention it, but it's out now, and you should probably go check it out
On
if you like Grounded.
PlayStation 5.
It is on PS5, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I like both of these, and I really want to hold the black and red one. Like, I want to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
Is it a hard black kind of diamond type textured plastic, or is it a rubberized grip feel? Like, I want to understand what it is.
I hope it's the rubberized
plastic.
grip feel. And all the red parts are translucent, even the triggers.
That's sick.
Yeah,
cool.
even the triggers are translucent.
You bring up Gears, I'm like, oh yeah, this has been going on all week and I haven't played a second. I've really wanted to.
I know.
Yeah, I haven't played any of the beta so far,
time.
of this second lot of the beta.
It's frustrating. There's too many games.
But when it comes out, there's too many. Like, it is coming out October 1st for people who buy it early, which means I imagine embargoes well before the 6th, which means it jumps right into Control Resonant and all the others time-wise on wanting to cover everything. It's too many good things.
This is a tough couple of months in terms of like getting things reviewed. So
thank you, Cucumbo, for helping out.
yeah, Cucumbo is doing the Lord's work right now. That's not the only controller that we saw this week, though, because a Redditor ended up with an Elite Controller 3 development kit unit, which he picked up on a third-party marketplace, and it wouldn't connect with his console, but it's definitely the Elite 3.
What does that screen thing at the top do? I
don't know if that's the dev kit, like, part. Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer because they've not revealed this yet.
Short of that button, it better be like a kind of multi-function button screen thing. Because now that they've gotten rid of the expansion port at the bottom, which pisses me right off, because that chat pad is crucial to my reviews to be able to take footage and screenshots. So I have to now keep, if I ever want to review a game on Xbox, I now have to keep an older Xbox controller around to be able to do it.
I just use OBS.
Well, I use a mixture of OBS, but if I'm playing completely natively on the Xbox, I just press the guide button and hit X or Y.
Well, plus that will have the new
silly, inconvenient way of doing it.
If it's a new controller, the middle button is the capture button.
Share button.
Yeah. So you just tap it for a screenshot, hold it for 30. Or if you're just recording in hour-long chunks anyways to like a USB drive, there's no difference.
I can't believe they've gone with rubber again. How the fuck do you not learn that lesson?
Maybe it's better rubber.
How do? It's not. Rubber expands with heat.
Yeah, but there's mine has been fine. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
they
the
figured it out.
first gen ones, bro, were really bad. I agree with you, but like my Halo Elite pad is still perfect. Like the bumper went, and I had to get.
I've
the
got a
bumper
Core
fixed,
Elite
but
2, and all the rubber wore off. And on my, you know how bad my DualSense Edge is getting now, with all the rubber just peeling off. I'm like,
I thought about getting one of those,
doing,
but then I was like, the DualSense I have is what, 3 months old. It lasts for the game I'm currently reviewing, it lasted for 2.5 hours, which is like, what the fuck? And then I've heard the Edge is even worse.
The DualSense Edge is a fantastic controller, one of the best I've ever used, but the way the rubber is coming off now is really fucking pissing me off.
Mate, I gave my Elite Core 2 pad to my son because his pad ran out of batteries. I was like, here, this is a rechargeable battery, just use this. And then I go up to his room 3 days later because he's asking for help on something, and I pick it up and he has peeled the rubber off at the tops from near the bumpers, like fully, like it's just fucked. And like the plastic has been snapped, and like, and I literally held it and tipped it up, and bits of plastic from the shell of the controller fell into my hand. I was just looked at him, I was like, this is the last time I ever lend you anything. Like, what the fuck, bro?
For what controller was this?
The Elite Core 2, the white Elite 2. He just fucked it. And I'm just like...
Literally? I mean, he's a teen.
Yeah, like, it was very frustrating because it's not a cheap pad.
God.
So
every time you tell me about your son.
Yeah, my son is a complete jerk, but I also look back on my childhood and I was a jerk until I was like late teens. So he's got a few more years of dick moves in him.
I was wondering where you were going after you paused for a second.
That's because you're a unique
I'm
fellow.
a concerned parent.
Yeah,
Full on.
I was very cross.
I don't know, man.
I'd nail him up on a cross.
I just wish they'd use a different material instead of rubber.
Maybe this is a different glue, a different rubber. We don't know. We do know it seemingly has a removable battery. It comes with one, but you can pop it out. That's very good for us, but it won't last as long. That's the difference.
Don't care.
It'll still probably be like 20 plus hours, but yeah, you might not get the 35.
Removable battery, AA's, amazing.
Not almost no chance of being TMR or Hall Effect anything because they still want them to break, and so you buy more.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I think they'll put Hall Effect in them.
No,
we'll see.
Hall Effect breaks a lot.
In the Elite,
people have gone
absolutely.
People have gone to TMR because Hall Effect breaks so much, and when that breaks, it just doesn't work anymore.
You say that, so you might have seen a news story on the site about this, but Hyperkin have launched a new brand called Drakon, and they announced this controller is a wired Xbox controller called the Challenger.
Wired.
They sent it to me. This is 30 quid. It has Hall Effect sticks, Impulse Hall Effect triggers, a traditional D-pad, and 2 programmable back buttons for 30 quid.
But it has a wire.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, but it's
yes,
30.
it's wired,
it's 30
but it's 30 quid. So
I know, but it's wired.
There it is. I'll have a review out for it probably next week if time allows. But like, it looks nice.
It does look nice.
Programmable buttons on the back. It does what it says on the stick. It hasn't got trigger stops or anything, but everything works. Sticks. The only criticism I have right now is they've got a grip around the edge, but the middle of the stick is too smooth. It doesn't feel quite right to me.
You know, one thing I can't
great.
not do anymore, John? I cannot have a tall right stick. I have to have the tall right stick. Like, I don't want to use a controller without that. It just feels way better.
It's definitely better for aiming, I think.
Speaking of limited edition stuff, did you see the Wolverine ones?
Yeah, I think they look pretty good.
There's only one bad thing. His face.
Well,
I don't like the way the face
I'm talking
looks.
about the limited edition console and the controller.
Yeah, his face is on the faceplate.
Is it? I was just thinking of where the claws scratch the faceplate, it's see-through.
That's cool.
It's translucent. You see through to the console where the scratches are, which I thought was an
That's a
Unreal
nice touch.
And it's the same on the controller. So on the right side, there's scratches. You can see through barely into the controller. It's actually one of the better looking DualSense limited editions, I reckon, the Wolverine one. I'm tempted to get it, but again, it comes back to that Xbox problem. It's like, why am I buying these controllers that I'm never going to use? Because they stay boxed and sealed. So it's like, why am I buying them?
I don't know, Nick. That's a you problem.
There's the giant face on the faceplates that I'm not a huge fan of.
While we're talking about pads and stuff, we've got a few more super chats through, and the most relevant one to talk about right now is from Claw117.
Yeah, Claw117. I don't get why they won't give us an option of non-rubber elites. It's not even a quality issue for me. Hard plastic just feels better in my opinion. Rubber feels gross once your hands get sweaty. And there's that element too. Like at first touch, the rubber feels great because you're like, ooh, it's grippy and blah, 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 blah. But after a while, it does feel a bit yucky.
See, and I'm lucky in that I don't have sweaty palms. So even after playing for hours, I don't sweat like that. So my pads
You just have pure olive oil come out of your skin, Nick.
I have abrasive hands. So like I used to go through the new pads, and you know like when you got a new 360 pad back in the day and they had that kind of like diamond grip texture on the back. They'd feel kind of like rough. And then after like 5-6 weeks, they'd be smoothed out again. I'd be like, and every time I'd like, new pad. Like just wear it through.
The best material they ever used for a controller was on that limited edition
gold
silver
triggers.
Xbox 360 controller. No, on the 360 silver controller with the twistable D-pad.
With the spin, yes.
That was the best plastic they ever used for a controller. To this day, I still have that controller, and it's
I don't
perfect.
believe you.
No wear, no shininess, no nothing. I wish the Elites would be built from that.
Yeah.
And it'll be
Pad.
indestructible. Oh, it's an amazing pad.
They don't
20
want
years
them
later,
to
I've
be
still got the fucking
indestructible.
thing.
They want them to break.
And I want to read this out.
There's people with sicknesses like me that buy all the extra controllers anyway.
It's not you. You guys aren't the. They just want them to break so that the general audience has to constantly buy them the entire generation. It's a ton of money.
I want to read this out because Brit dropped 700. He says the Razer Wolverine V3 controller uses the harder plastic texture grip on the bottom. Indeed, it does. You can kind of see it here. It feels rubbery, but it's hard. It's rock hard, and it's very nice. It's my favorite controller. I love this thing.
Crypto Cody had another super chat earlier, and there was a member comment too.
Yep.
Crypto Cody, I feel like Halo needs to expand its lore to show cities/civilians so we connect with the universe more, not just soldiers. Gears E-Day gets this right.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about lore.
And I will say, real quick, just finally before we leave, these are kind of rubbery, and these have gotten thousands of hours of use and have zero issues. So whatever Victrix is doing with their BFG Pro Reloaded line, it's perfect because this has gotten more use than my kids have been alive, practically. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
They're almost 20 and 30.
But,
and 50.
I feel like Halo is the one.
They heard you talking again, wanting to shut up. 333 from Jay, who says, have you guys discussed the online hate with Wolverine's gameplay yet? We can get into that in a little bit.
Not yet.
We'll get to that.
I reckon Halo is the one that tells other stories and Gears doesn't. Gears doesn't tell stories outside of the main characters.
Yeah, I mean...
Where Halo, I feel like it does.
Halo, you can go find a lot of stuff. It's just like the main stories are obviously always generally Chief-centric, and then people didn't like it the one time they didn't in 5. So...
Lucius Augustus Rex, member for 29 months. There's no review period for an emo, right? Since it's a free-to-play game, reviewers jump in at the same time as everyone else, or will they have a review server?
You never know ahead of time. A lot of times, like with Diablo 4, that is an always online thing. So they spin up review servers. But you never know, like Tōkon, they didn't do that ahead of time because they wanted people to jump in and all have the same experience and on the same servers. So Nick had to do it, day of. No clue is the only answer I can give.
Full on.
And even if I knew, you're almost never allowed to say.
Yeah. All right. So I appreciate that we were just talking a lot about controllers, and we were talking a little bit about Wolverine. So I feel like maybe we can nip on over
Move on to Wolverine.
to the topic of Wolverine itself, because previews dropped from lots of hands-on from an event in California, I think, where Insomniac are based, where they got to go hands-on with Wolverine and play a load of the game across a few different levels.
I still can't get on board with that dude's face.
I mean, I don't give a monkeys about the character designs. So I'm just going to spit my take out. I think it looks like a really fun hack and slash action game. Like, I don't think it's ever going to change the world. It's not a revolutionary video game, but there's a narrative forming that it needed to be that in some form, and it's kind of like, it's weird to see this. Is this because of physical discs?
This is because
this is
also because people know how expensive Insomniac's games have been.
This is PlayStation for the first time ever experiencing something close to the Xbox tax. This is PlayStation finally getting a little taste of that. I'm not sure, like, for the people that are like, oh, it doesn't do anything revolutionary, I'm not sure what, like, I feel like we've hit a point in video games where there are certain genres that there's only so much you can do. Like, it's a Wolverine game. So I'm not sure what you're expecting. Like, this to me looks exactly like what I would expect a Wolverine game from Insomniac especially to look like.
Have you seen the clip of this Sentinel fight with the Ben 10?
Yeah, but that was stupid though. Ben 10 was not the first game to do that.
No, I know.
Well, no, there was another one where someone literally had that same type of boss fight with 40 of them all at once and on screen.
Astrobot has a boss fight like that.
Mass Effect.
Astrobot has it. Like, heaps of games have it. Like, that's been a staple of video games, because in the old days especially, they couldn't figure out, it's like, oh, how do we make this tiny little character put up a fight against the giant, where in real life they would just get crushed? So how do we make it so they stand some kind of chance against this giant character? Like, and I understand that Souls-likes kind of just said fuck it and made you fight giant characters anyway. But this whole idea that, oh, it's boring, same old formula, but isn't that every video game? Like,
you can always
pretty much
drag a video game down to that kind of like,
you can be that reductive.
People.
Yeah, you can be that reductive about almost any video game in existence.
Yeah.
So that feels a bit.
It looks exactly like you would think a well-made, very pretty Insomniac game is going to come down. Do you like the writing? Do you like... I don't think the look or the sound match for me yet, but that's something that can always change as you go through and play. The main issue with Wolverine compared to Spider-Man is always really fun to move around as in a good Spider-Man game.
Yes.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man, if you don't want to do any of the missions or any of the story bullshit, you can just enjoy literally just swinging around and doing cool flips and shit off the buildings, which is why in one of the earlier videos we saw of Wolverine, I said on the show, what I want to know, the hack and slash looks great. I'm curious what's happening in this game when you're not hacking and slashing, or is it going to be just this relentless non-stop action? Because I don't envision Wolverine's traversal being the cool, fun thing like Spider-Man's is. So between the big action set pieces, what's happening? That's what I'm curious to see. I'll find out because the person that I console share with pre-ordered Wolverine. So I get to play Wolverine day one.
I'm hopeful that as Sony provided a code for Marvel Tōkon, that they'll also maybe let us in on the Wolverine review list, because I would love to tackle it.
If they did for Tōkon,
never
Tōkon's coming out on PC. I will hope. Like,
but we got a PS5 code for Tōkon.
Yeah, I know. But like, okay. I hope. But it's. I look at it and I'm like, as someone who, and this is the thing for me as well, is like I'm super deliberate with what I play nowadays. Like, I'll try lots of things, but I know when I'm looking at something if it's for me or not. and I love a good linear hack and slash. Like I do.
Yeah.
So
Fuck oath.
I look at Wolverine and I'm like,
And I hope this game's short.
yeah, I don't see how they can't pad this out to like a 12, 15 hour play mark. Like,
I would
put it
25
past
to 50
modern day PlayStation.
if you want 100% it. It's not an open
25.
world, so it's not.
Put it
I would
past them.
say 15 to 25.
but like either way, I'd be very, very interested to try it out. And I am hopeful. I think it looks good. I think it's gorgeous to look at, and I think all the blood and the animation and stuff is excellent. I don't know if it deserves this weird negative hate campaign.
Most
but
games never do.
I also understand that a lot of it is driven by Sony, the parent company's decision to abandon physical
Yeah.
media, and the online people are going to utilize that and weaponize it wherever possible. And that's Sony's bed, and they will have to lie in it, I'm afraid.
I don't have an issue. Purely from that perspective, I don't have an issue. It's nice for PlayStation to experience that for a little bit. It won't last long, but it's nice for them to experience it
It'd
a
be
little
like
bit.
that Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Let's boycott it, and then everyone's just playing it.
Yeah, yeah. And then everyone just plays it.
That's a super
Lucius-
chat from Lucius.
Yeah. Lucius Augustus Rex. X-Men Origins Wolverine did the same Sentinel fight a lot better. You lunged towards the enemy and climbed them. Shadow of the Colossus came out PS2 era. That's a separate argument, though. That I understand. And we only saw a small snippet of that fight, so maybe there is more to it than we're seeing.
Them and boss
But
fights,
yes.
there's going to be some big set piece parts of it.
Yes, that's right. And yes, you're right. X-Men Origin Wolverine. That's why I keep going on about that fucking game all the time whenever Wolverine's brought up, because that game was incredible. But that game was far closer to God of War, OG God of War, than it was anything else. It was an amazing God of War clone. I still really wish that would go backwards compatible. That X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was such a fantastic game.
Xbox should release it like backwards compat on the same day that
I
Wolverine
know.
comes out on PS5.
I don't think
it's
Disney
funny.
would go for it, but it would be funny.
I don't know. Like, someone sent me the agreement, the Marvel Insomniac agreement for Wolverine, and it's a weird one. Like, I can't tell if there's a legal loophole that lets Microsoft release X-Men Origins Wolverine backwards compatible. I can't tell if there's anything in that agreement that would stop it. But yeah, I mean, look at the Sentinel fight here. I'm watching it now. Jesse's showing it now. Like, it's not the half-body Sentinel fight. He's fighting an on-foot Sentinel.
He got
In
wrecked
this fight.
as well.
Yeah, but look at that. He is actually fighting an
I just think
on-foot Sentinel.
Wolverine's generally a better arcade character than he is like anything trying to be realistic.
I think so too. I think it works better as this, like this God of War hack and slash, as opposed to the new God of War third person-y over the shoulder.
We got an update from Ursel. Brother, what? No way. What? That's his response to finding out that, in fact, he will now have to dye his hair on the Discord.
Oh, makes me happy.
Look, I think it looks, and I don't say this in a denigrating way, I think it looks like exactly what I expected Wolverine from Insomniac to look. Ursel, what the flip? What the flip? What the flip?
With the 2 Canadian, which is now 30 cents US.
Yeah.
400 Australian.
Like I said, hopefully the download goes to my console the day before, so I'm ready to go, and I will give it a go, and I'll be able to talk about it on the show.
And the moment it's downloaded to your
Yay, 'cause
console,
I'll
he
have
can
played
no
it.
longer get a refund.
Oh, he doesn't want a refund.
I
He
know.
wants
I
to
just
play Marvel Wolverine.
their policy around purchases and digital stuff in general
It's
is very
stupid.
bad.
It's stupid. They need to change that for the PS6, especially if it's not going to be if it's going to be a digital console. They need to get their shit together with their ecosystem
Well, I mean,
in time for the PS6.
the PS5, I mean, if the PS6 is a handheld first, like rumors have been, then the PS5 and PS5 digitals, they've sold like everything needs. It's all going to have to work way better than their cross-gen stuff has in the past. Because they're going to be
I
cross-gen
really
for 20
hope.
years.
Yeah, I really hope that between now and when the PS6 comes out, they really, really genuinely work on their ecosystem and make it something good. Because they need to. But yes, allegedly the PlayStation 6 will be like handheld first, as in they will be leading with the handheld as the main platform, which
interesting.
I am very much on board for as a consumer. Who the Switch has completely changed my outlook.
What would the cost of a handheld be, though?
I want handhelds that can be docked. That is what I want going forward. I don't want home consoles anymore.
The issue is with mobile class memory and memory bandwidth, it is just so much less, and how much you can pull from the wall versus being on a battery.
I know,
it's so much worse overall.
It's so convenient.
Like I can't play any multiplats on the Switch 2. I still can't do it.
The thing with doing that, Nick, if they do that, is that it's going to be such a change up to their entire studio organization.
Oh, not only that,
massively.
I want to see the media narrative, because we've had, what year is it? 2026. We've had 6 years of the media shitting on the Series S. I want to see if that happens to PlayStation with the handheld.
Doesn't happen with the Switch.
That's going to be their Series S. So let's see if we have the same fucking shitting. Although I will say, having said that, I don't think Sony will be silly enough to fuck up on the RAM, which is really what hamstrung the Series S.
Yes,
the RAM,
but
more than anything else.
The Switch has more RAM, but it's slower. The PS5, the PS6 would be the same thing, even if it. And in this economy, it's not going to have a ton of RAM. It's not going to have 24 or 32 gigs or anything. It'd probably be 16 again. And it's going to be limited to mobile speeds. Like,
okay, but 16 is still a lot more than the 8 or 10 that the Series S has.
I mean, well, some of it still has to go to the OS, just like with the Series S. So if it's 14 usable or 13, like compared to the 10, it's not that when it's twice the speed on the Series S because of the memory bus and the bandwidth and the way everything works. Like,
yeah,
there's always pluses and minuses on everything, and miniaturizing anything drives the costs way up.
Ryan Hodgson has a question we can't answer. Apparently, they might be a 3-part showing for GTA 6 on Netflix. You guys heard anything?
Well, Strauss,
outside of the reporting from Insider Gaming on this, and like some rumors about there being a 3-parter and web pages being deleted, like we've been told that this is being treated like a Netflix show. So like if you think about how they do their documentaries, even the mini ones, 3-parter makes sense. Like maybe they'll do 3 episodes, like one every week until mid-September, and then they'll hit you with the previews or something like that. We don't know yet. We'll find out on August 27th.
Yeah, Strauss had pretty much said, like, once you see it, it will make sense when someone asked him about it. Why it was with Netflix. I'm guessing they produced it and stuff. So
and Tal City Runner with another one we can't really answer. Any update on COD remote code execution?
No, Activision will never, ever comment on this if the last 14 years have shown us anything.
Yeah, no update, I'm afraid, mate.
People keep buying their games at full price. They don't give a poop.
I think Wolverine looks good. I am just my only question, and it's been the one question the entire time: is it going to be this relentless, non-stop, actiony hack and slash fest? If it's not, what are we doing? Like again, Wolverine doesn't have Spider-Man's amazing traversal. What are we doing in between? That is my question. Because I feel as cool as all that hack and slash looks, and it does, I feel like it could get super exhausting and draining after 6, 8, 10, 12 hours. So I'm very curious. That's why I was like, I hope this game is short. If this is like a 6 to 8 hour game and it's just a fucking non-stop action fucking roller coaster, great.
Yeah, but for $70 and for how many years after Spider-Man 2, like they're always looking at that the value proposition. I don't think that means they make it the 50-hour platinum that Spider-Man could be for people, the first one where it was so grindy. But I don't expect it to be short. I don't think you're getting like a freaking Hellblade experience. I think it's a big, huge Marvel game. It'll probably have a lot of cutscenes with full-on motion capture and all that type of stuff. It's going to look amazing and sound great.
Oh, yeah, it had those stealth sections too where you hide in the grass. Mm-hmm. Assassin's Creed style.
Thank God
We'll see.
there's so much opaque grass in video games. Because I can go in the grass right now, and if I crouch, it's like crouch height. You can see me no matter what.
It's true.
Just
But
grass.
isn't that funny though? That like, I always find that ironic how people applaud Sony for the little details in their video games, like the snow moving, and yet you go into grass and just blend in rather than the grass like bending and exposing this big hole where you're standing in the long grass. There's just a bit of an irony in that, I feel.
I mean, video games are video games, right? Like,
I know, it's funny.
I get what you
know,
mean.
you shoot the fruit and the fruit explodes. You walk in the snow deforms where you walk, and the mud deforms where you walk, and the when you walk through a bush, the bush rustles.
One of the biggest ones was the ice melting in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, but then you walk through this long grass, and the grass stands there while you're in it. It's like the grass is going through you. It's
weird,
just
isn't
fun.
it?
I know it's a mechanic, and I understand why it exists. It's just a funny
He didn't run.
sort of juxtaposition between looking at the finer details, but then completely ignoring a finer detail for the sake of gameplay mechanics. It's just funny.
all right, let's have a look.
Yes, I hope the cutscenes are skippable. Jesus Christ.
Xbox CEO Asha Sharma got excited and jangled the keys for everybody and said, "I've just had
shit. The Cucumbo. It passed midnight in the UK, so a very happy birthday to Jesse, a prayer for Ursula's follicles, and a bean for Nick."
Hey,
Thanks, Cucumbo.
another bean.
Another bean. While you're having that bean, yeah, she went to Bethesda. Bethesda are all outside protesting with Scabby the inflatable rat, with red flags dotted all over the lawn in protest of every employee
Just
that's
made it
lost their
look like
jobs.
they had treated the lawn and were trying to tell people to keep off it.
Yeah, it was weird. But good for them on protesting and stuff. But Asha Sharma tweeted out, just played Elder Scrolls 6
Sentinel.
star, rumored to be Sentinel. Epic grandeur, sense of scale, positive platitudes. And everybody on the internet that doesn't like Xbox very much got really cross.
Well, they were like, they got mad at fellows who reported on it like it was news. And it's like, people clicked. I looked at Insider Gaming. It was one of their top stories for days. Like, people care. That's why it gets covered. That's the only way to stay alive.
It's SEO.
Like, people are really excited about the next Elder Scrolls. So anything that could be info, which isn't. Oh, the CEO has gone there and said that they like this thing their team is making. No shit. We know that. But the majority of people don't
Sort of
care.
like how Phil was playing Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and with Phil, there's always a little more to it because you could imagine he's seeing the vision of what the game is going to be, and not I'm really worried or I give a shit about their budget versus their time and how much longer it's going to take. Like he was in seemingly full in on I just want these awesome, cool dream projects to get made, and not much else. Whereas she is very much a hatchet lady who is 3 more years and $100 million more to get this. Bop, get out of here. No. Evil to us who like really cool things, CEO.
Yeah. But people got cross. We don't know anything new about Elder Scrolls 6 outside of that it's being worked on. That's literally it. That's all we know, and that it's probably called Sentinel. And
That's technically
that
untrue.
Sentinel code
I
was
actually know a fair
hidden
bit about Elder
in
Scrolls 6.
Starfield.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to say anything, so it doesn't matter.
I actually know quite a bit about Elder Scrolls 6 and have known for like 4 years.
Cool. What do you want, a medal?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
yes,
can I
his
leak
entire life is about getting a clout medal.
Yeah, can I leak it?
I no. I'm gonna like get a medal made up with clout winner 2026.
Clout King, the Clout King.
And you can just wear it like a big, really obnoxiously large, like the one a kid would get. You know, like
Brought to you by the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, one of the worst moderated
Comic
Reddits out there.
Sans.
tier four and
Comic
special.
Sans as the font.
Yeah, I'm on it. Yes. Outside of that, she's been on a tweeting spree. She tweeted out about Gears, then she tweeted out about Elder Scrolls, and then she tweeted out about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. The beta is coming up, and it's going to include a single-player campaign mission called Entrenched. And again, that went out, and then I got an email like 10 minutes later, like as tweeted by Asha Sharma. Here's the thing, and then 20 minutes after that, and here's the YouTube link to the teaser. I'm like, good lord, like what's going on? Asha Sharma's just going rogue. It's just like, hey, send me that. I'm going to tweet it. Like,
Hey, look at this.
look at this. Look at
Just like tweet
jangling
stuff.
those
Look at
keys.
this.
Like, look at this. Look
They
at this.
know
internet.
how to make a really good-looking video game.
Yeah,
They do. I'm very excited for Modern Warfare 4.
I want to play it. I want to play it back.
Yeah.
Like the beta as well. It's got 6 maps in it. You've got a single player campaign mission, and it's got like 4 modes, and they've got that kill block map that alternates between 3 different sections. So like there's 500 configurations of this map, and it swaps the middle and 2 ends out between rounds to mix it up, which I think looks really fucking cool. Like, I'm intrigued. Like, I want to play more. I want to play DMZ. Like, I know we're not getting to test that, but like, this
might be
looking
back
pretty
with
hot.
this one. We might
it
I
actually.
mean,
looks
they've only been
good.
gone for 2 years. Black Ops 6 was fantastic. And that's the thing with
So
COD.
They weren't my jam. These last 2 have not been my jam.
I think the Black Ops 6 campaign was one of their best. It was more heavily focused, though, on using all of their tech. So mixing in all the different modes like zombies and DMZ and stuff that they've done in the past.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I didn't like. I just like your linear shooty bang bang corridor
Hoorah!
whack-a-mole. I'm fine with that for COD. I'm totally okay with that.
I like the more military, like, oh shit's
Yep.
hitting the fan, like,
Yeah. That's my.
and I'm
thing with
super
COD.
curious to see how.
That's
good
what
it's
I'm
gonna
there
play.
for. That is what I am there for with COD. I'm there for that. The Michael Bay, fucking no depth to it, shoot everything, fucking big exploit. Like, that is what I am there for.
Yep.
Very excited.
So that's cool. In bad news,
Make it a bad news
Netflix
block,
closed down 2 studios,
including Night School.
which is a bit rubbish.
No,
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix shut down 2. Sorry, I jumped over John because there's also another one that's bad. But yeah, they shut down 2, including the Oxenfree devs who had just put out a game they had told their shareholders was a huge hit.
This is what I don't get. Like, what? Like, if it's a studio you built yourself, then I sort of understand the shutdown. If it's a studio you acquired who weren't necessarily struggling before you acquired them, why not give them their independence?
While
Not
we
everyone is
figure that
Microsoft.
out, Ursel is asking, what's the negotiating room we have? Is it streaks or tips or highlights? Can we pick a secondary color that isn't pink?
Full platinum blonde.
And do we have a $5,000 stretch goal? We don't, not yet.
No. What would the $5,000 stretch goal be?
I don't even know.
We all shave
Shave
off our
his head?
beards.
No,
Shave
God.
his head?
No, Amanda will.
He
allow
shaves
it.
his head regularly. That's not. A good
I'm
one.
not
does.
allowed to shave off my beard. So
I'm not either, but that's why. That's why it's.
Oh, man. I reckon my wife would die if I shaved my beard.
okay.
Make my
Yeah.
nose look even bigger.
So Netflix have closed 2
mustache.
studios. What sucks is the Night School studio that were closed 6 weeks ago. They released their mobile interactive horror game using Netflix called Unhinged, I think, or something like that, which looks pretty neat.
It was only like an hour long. You're like controlling the phone camera in game with your actual phone.
Yeah, I'll have to let my son play that. He'd probably really like it.
If he doesn't
Blows
smash
mine.
his phone into pieces by the end of it.
Yeah,
know,
div.
I don't know. I don't like. Yeah, Netflix is weird. You bought this company. Just let them go then. Especially if
like,
you claim their game was a hit.
It's the same with Amazon. We saw Amazon step away from both of their MMOs and give them back to the developers to manage instead of Amazon managing them. Like Amazon are walking away, Netflix is shrinking down and focusing on party games and core, like easy, knowable stuff. It's
Because all these companies are realizing what Google took forever to realize, which is that getting into gaming is fucking cheap.
Yeah, which is why I'm arguably super interested about what the next 3 to 5 years holds for Microsoft, because if they want to get back to selling console hardware and recovering out of the death spiral and all that shit, considering all of the other problems in the world they've got to contend with, they're going to have to lose and spend an enormous amount of cash. I'm talking like...
Yeah, they're going to have to bleed big time.
On the Elder Scrolls 6 topic, yes, if you want to sell console hardware, yes, it should be exclusive.
Exclusive.
Right? Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to sell as many.
Not going to sell a lot of copies. Money. Yep. That's why I said Helix. This is why I've said before. If Microsoft wants to get back in the game properly, the Helix generation is going to have to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to sacrifice one entire generation to fix the one after that. So they're going to have a whole gen where they sell fuck all copies of games. They fucking maybe don't have that many subs. Like, they're going to have to be willing to bleed billions. I mean, that's how they got their foot in the door with OG Xbox. They bled billions. But look at where it got them. It fixed the generation after. So they bled on OG, and look at the success the 360 was. They're going to have to do the same thing. They're going to have to bleed on Helix in order to have the next one potentially be successful.
I mean, and come on, like, out of all the things that you have, if it all lines up, and let's say Helix's 2028 device, having Elder Scrolls 6 as a
launch exclusive,
like we're talking about repeating like the Oblivion era. Was it Oblivion that came out on 360 first?
Yeah,
like
on
a year
360.
exclusive. Like that shit will move hardware. Granted,
it
might not move
systems.
hardware if your hardware is $1,000.
Yeah, the main issue is these are all the old system, which is gone. We have no idea what works right or where anything is in 2 years.
No, I get that, but logically speaking now, let's ignore we don't know because we haven't seen a world with $1,000 consoles. Logically, knowing you may have an $1,000 console, what is the one possible thing that could twist someone's arm to get that $1,000 console?
Almost nothing.
Games. Big exclusive games. So I'm saying could.
Well, Elder Scrolls would not be a Helix exclusive. It would be on series consoles. They're going to be cross-gen for 15, 20 years.
Maybe.
No,
we don't know.
If the PS6 is a handheld, they are cross. No one can afford to buy new stuff. No one can afford to buy expensive stuff as it keeps going higher and higher. Like the cross-gen period is kind of forever now.
Yeah.
Yes, Alvin, thank you. Yeah, I remember that. Matthew Ball said exactly what I've been saying, almost word for word. Matthew Ball literally said, we know that games that are exclusive won't return the same revenue, but that's a short-term sacrifice for long-term goals. Fuck yeah, Matthew. Yeah, mate.
Also, Talseti Runner with a super chat. Any word on controller support for PC, Age of Empires 2 and 3? No.
They did have to, they rebuilt for the console versions, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they would. It'd be cool, but nothing I've ever heard. Because I don't know anything.
Matthew Ball's quote is proof that all this time I've been right.
I said it before you, though.
Xbox. I didn't.
Yep.
Shit.
You said it today. He said it months ago.
Yeah, right. I've said it for years. I've said it for years. Proof that I can fix Xbox. That's proof that I can fix
By the way,
Xbox?
it's going to be an interesting
Give him time. He's been there 3 weeks. Give him time.
Other bad news, Supermassive Games had its third layoff in 3 years. Loads more people let go as they maintain being sustainable. Directive 8020.
The Dark Pictures anthology.
It is the. I was about to say, is that
Supergiant.
Bloody Hades? No. I'm like, no, it's not Hades.
Supergiant doing great, as far as I know.
Yeah, they would be, because Hades is fucking incredible. Yeah, Supergiant. That's
Supermassive.
Oh yeah, Supermassive. Jesus Christ.
I get it. Supergiant, Supermassive.
Yeah, I know. It's so annoying.
The studio named after that friggin' Twilight song by Muse.
Oh, really?
Supermassive black hole.
No, not really. It just has a word in it.
Yeah. Last few news bits now. Kingdom Hearts 4 launches late 2027, announced at Disney 23. Their
Going to
whole
Coco.
thing where they just show
Yeah, that was
trailers and
looked
stuff.
fantastic. That just looked like Coco the CG movie. I'm like,
Yeah,
Jesus
it's
Christ,
really
is this
impressive.
the graphics of the game?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. It looked unreal.
Yep, Square Enix are back with Kingdom Hearts 4. Launches late 2027. They showed off Coco being in the game. They announced Coco 2.
I love Coco. It's a great
There's
movie.
a new Disney Plus
such a good
anime
film.
series for Kingdom Hearts announced as well. The Kingdom Hearts fans are eating.
But John, for our Xbox-centric folk, another Square Enix Xbox Play Anywhere game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts 4 is
Kingdom Hearts
Play Anywhere,
Play
just like all the Final Fantasy VII remakes. They're all in. They are 100, pretty much 100% in on their big stuff being Play Anywhere.
That almost makes me want to get Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, it's one of those franchises that I'm always like, it's a JRPG, so I'm not interested. But then it's got all the Disney stuff, so I am interested. So it's like I've always been on the fence about it.
It's funny. I woke up really early this morning, like because I went to bed stupidly early, and then I woke up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. And I was browsing my phone. I saw this news break, so I literally grabbed my laptop and I wrote up the story. But if you look at the story on the website, right at the bottom of the page, I put a little link in about how I feel about any of this JRPG nonsense. Right for our community.
Oh God, the
often
Heartless!
I literally just go into the JRPG chat on Discord and just post this video, and then I leave. I don't know if you can play the video, but it's on the
graphics though, man.
it's on the story.
It
But it's how I
borderline
feel
looks CG.
like looking at Kingdom Hearts.
More like Kingdom Heartless,
Hades.
John. I got to find wherever your story is and look.
But the
It's in the
visuals
featured
are
articles
so
list.
good though. Like,
Website's going slow.
Yeah, very
Plus,
impressive
part-
graphically.
I hope Square Enix can send us a few codes. I hope they can send us a few codes.
Kingdom Hearts.
something close. Okay, I'm clicking. I'm bringing this back over.
It's just one of those weird franchises that the Disney IP is the only thing that has me on the fence. I'm like, I bet you I'll play for 10 minutes and then be like, oh, it's a JRPG. That's right. And then just nope out.
Yeah.
I see the Disney stuff and I'm like, oh, it looks so good.
Better not get us pinged on this video. You got us pinged on that fucking long live stream. John.
Yeah, I know.
Claw117, who can we ask to get Final Fantasy Tactics in Play Anywhere? Oh, yeah.
None of us. But Mr. Square or Mrs. Enix.
Yeah, Tiberius Monk. Yes, Tiberius Monk. Matt Groening apparently was at D23, and he sort of accidentally kind of semi-confirmed that Simpsons Hit and Run is being remade. Remastered,
I
whatever.
mean, yeah, he pretty much just said, "Oh yeah, they're doing that, aren't they?" In so many words.
He's like, oh yeah, I think it's coming back. They're doing something with it. And then he probably was
The
like,
other guy on stage is like, "Oh, fucking I know."
yeah. The guy on stage was like, no.
Billionaire, stop talking. How many?
Because
Man, how much money does he have? Matt
Groening. Oh my God.
You're at the point where you forget that you are supposed to care about those things because you're so rich.
And he's not into video games, so he
Yeah.
did, like,
It's
to
like,
him,
who
it's
gives a
not
shit?
like a big.
Yeah.
He's like, he's a fuck. It's just a video game.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the Coco stuff looks so good. It's
I
like I
love
was
Coco
watching
as
the
well.
movie.
Great movie.
So yeah, I hope Square Enix can give us a few codes for Kingdom Hearts. I'd love to just give it a go.
We'll have a review code,
no.
and then around launch, I'll probably be able to get another. We'll see.
Yeah.
Most of the time, you get one on
Okay.
review, and then you can get more once the game's out for further talking about on the website.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind if it's not there early.
I know you really want the third Final Fantasy VII Remake game. That's your jam. You love cutscenes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Last story, huh? Hey?
No, we've got one more.
Don't worry about the Saber thing.
Why? It was freaking hilarious, and it's one of the most talked about things all week. It's got it has
Really? I didn't
it
even
has
hear
an
about
update
it.
today. But yeah, because you're on shithead Twitter where everyone's evil.
What happened, Jesse? Fill everyone in. Fill
Yeah,
Nick
tell
in.
me. I didn't hear about this.
All right. So Saber's CEO. So there was a writer, trans woman who was writing on what is now titled Rideshare Stimulator, a game published by Saber with extensive generative AI usage in various ways. She stated that a couple years ago she had put out a post that was pretty much I got fired and replaced by ChatGPT. In replying to that, once it came out that the game was called Rideshare Stimulator and had this AI in it, and she's like, that's the one. And then the CEO of Saber, I think it's Matthew Karch, replied real shittily. I don't even know who this is. And by the way, they were fired for sucking ass, and very much crashing out, very obvious. Yes, they must have been. They're probably telling the truth on this with the way this guy's losing his mind, and it got so bad with people laughing at him and making fun of it that he did reach out to her in private, and she has accepted his apology over it because it was very childish and shitty to the point where it's like, I have no interest ever in covering this game on the generative AI front where it's using it for like endless people you can pick up
passengers
for your ride
and stories and conversations, and even radio stations in the game have AI music.
It was just it was 101 how not to be a CEO, because all you're going to do on this is just piss people off, or like you might get one little group, but even the chuds weren't super behind this one because it's just you got to be like the weirdo generative AI is the best type, and there's not that many of those left. So this was oh boy, I've liked Saber's products, but man, that is a thing that just puts a black mark on all of them, not to the fault of any of the devs.
And Saber were on such a good positive roll of like doing cool stuff, and then what a fucking stupid thing to say. Like just unnecessarily harsh and cruel and
it was off the cuff, which you shouldn't be as a businessman. Like,
nope.
That's the type of thing that would never, no version of that would ever get through your like actual PR team.
Yeah. Very silly.
They'd be like, no, you can't say any of this. There's not a way to word this correctly. This is just going to make us look bad and harm us for years to come. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's all the news.
Yep.
Now it's time for community questions.
Super chat. Claw117. Think we'll see Simpsons Arcade brought back to modern platforms too? I'm still annoyed I missed it before it got delisted on XBLA.
I don't even remember that game.
Oh, I do. It was so good. I got it on PlayStation 3 because I think they gave it as part of PlayStation Plus, but I also wish I'd bought it on 360 before it was delisted. Look, Claw, as far as I'm aware, Konami owns that game. I know it's Disney's IP now, but I think Konami owns the code and owns the game. So Konami would have to be involved in any port or like if they brought it back as part of a collection, like they did X-Men. You know how the X-Men game just came back as part of a collection? Again, that's Disney and Konami. So if I'm hopeful that if Konami allowed the X-Men arcade game as part of that collection, the hope is, why wouldn't they allow the Simpsons to come back if they allowed the X-Men one to come back?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
So I'm hopeful because I'd like that back too. I love this arcade game. This was back when Konami used to do scrolling beat-em-ups almost as good as Capcom. Almost. Not quite, but almost. I have very fond memories of playing this game. So, again, on the surface, I see no reason for Konami to not let it happen if they let X-Men happen, because it's the same parties negotiating, Konami and Disney. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Cool.
Yeah, just do it.
Should we let him have his moment? Go on then, Nick. What would you like to talk about?
What's the next news story?
We're on to it. I put it up.
Now.
Go ahead. Oh, I can't see.
I think it's called Nick Was Right.
Oh. What's that?
This is all Nick wants for Christmas. Old song I made. Don't yell at me for AI.
For Christmas, there is just one thing I need. Heavy metal Mariah Carey.
It is. It's literally
Yes,
a song of
so-
lyrics all about how much you love yourself in the long run.
If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that back in March of 2026, I said that I've heard we're getting a limited edition Zelda-themed console. And at the time, my source was said, I don't believe it's Ocarina. They also told me about a Pro Controller. So people don't actually realize I leaked the Pro Controller first too. In a reply to someone else back in June, I said we're getting a Pro Controller and a console. And then both the Pro Controller and the console boxes leaked. Yeah,
Which I won't show on camera because I don't want it to get pinged.
Yeah, fun story. I wrote the news story up and I just like grabbed the pictures and did all the stuff. And then I was looking around the rest of the internet. I was like, everyone else has linked the tweets.
Yeah, you're not supposed to re-upload anything.
So I quickly edited them out.
Why aren't you supposed to use the images?
Because
if they're
Nintendo are notorious for DMCAing your website or some nonsense.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of time, any leaked images, anything like that, you would always link to the Imgur of it.
Again, look, I knew this console was coming, so much so that I sold my Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch 3 months ago. I knew
Really?
with 100% confidence that this console was coming. I've already got the money pretty much ready to buy it, so I'm just waiting for that pre-order link. Given I'm expecting it to cost about 800 Australian, which, oh my God, for a Switch, that's so expensive. But I have to. How can I not have a Zelda Switch?
Fair.
I bought the Tears one. I bought the three
Yeah,
Zelda 3DSs that existed.
The Tears of the Kingdom purchases were your best ones you ever made.
Oh my God, $1,000 on Tears of the Kingdom.
And how many dollars per hour played?
Yeah, I know. It's like fucking $300 an hour. But yeah, so the box is leaked. I think it looks cool. I like the look.
It's immediately recognizable if you know the series at all without being like big logo and dumb shit that so many of these things have that I don't like. Like it looks like a cool Zelda thing.
It's a very different style to the Kingdom specific. This is just Zelda. It's not Ocarina of Time, which is what my guy told me when he said it's not going to be Ocarina themed. It's just Zelda themed. So yeah, so that looks amazing and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I think I've finally settled. I'm going to have 2 Switch 2s. I was going to sell my Switch 2 to help pay for this one, but I've almost got enough money now to just pay for it myself anyway. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just have 2 Switch 2s. And then I'll have one for the family to use, and then I'll have my beautiful Zelda one just for me.
Just for you.
And then one of the images that leaked, there's a redacted part of it, which I found interesting. So one of the images, you got the box of the console, the box of the Pro Controller, and then there's another picture that has the box of the Pro Controller and then a big black box next to it. So now people are speculating on what that other thing could be. I'm guessing an amiibo, because I can't think of what else this thing is that's so important to redact. Like if you've leaked the console and the Pro Controller, there's no higher level than that. Unless they're doing some cool Ocarina accessory. But the only thing I can think of is maybe an amiibo. Maybe they're hiding an amiibo there. Which
Master
I will probably
Sword
be a
dildo.
fucking which I will probably be a fucking dickhead and buy. But yeah, because they've already got they've already technically got Ocarina amiibos. I have them up there. So I'm not too sure. I'm curious to see what that is. I mean, that's not the only thing I
You said up here, so I'll link. Boop. There. Now people can see for a split second. They can see all your sad pieces of plastic.
Oh, all the amiibos up there. I also, because I'm not huge into Pokemon, but I also caused a bit of a stir Oh, there were so many YouTube videos. I freaked out at how many YouTube videos. One of the YouTube videos was like, I have no idea who this guy is.
Special Nick guy's like, I have no idea who this guy is. Then there was this other guy who's like, ooh, I've been following this guy for a while now, and
He had Metroid Prime info 3 years ago. He leaked the price of the Switch 2 the month it was coming out, the Mario Galaxy 2. So there was one guy that's like fully aware of who I am and just how much Nintendo stuff I've leaked. And this other dude's like, I don't know who this guy is. The opposite spectrum. I thought that was pretty funny. So I sent a link to the other dude's video and go, here, this might give you an idea of who I am.
Wow.
But yes, from what I've been told, apparently we're getting ports of Pokemon. What are they? Ruby, Sapphire. No, it's already out there, man. What are you doing?
It was a joke. I can still hear you. It only bleeps me.
Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And again, I have never. They're three Pokemon games I never played. The last ones before Sword and Shield, the last Pokemon game I had played was like Silver. Like forever ago. But everyone else was like, oh, why would they do Emerald? And I'm like, why is everyone treating Emerald so different?
It was a 1441 from Anorexic. X-Men Origins Wolverine remade in Unreal Engine 5, yay or nay? Make a multiplat. I just like the idea of millions buying the wrong Wolverine game. Lol.
Yes. Oh, that game being remade would be amazing. But yeah, so we should be getting port. And it's funny, like a day or 2 days after I leaked the Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald ports, Nintendo announced that they're shutting down Pokemon Bank and everything's migrating over to Pokemon Home. And everyone was like, yeah, I know. And it's like that. A lot of people were like, holy shit, that all but confirms those three ports in a way. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because I'm not that into Pokemon, but
John,
I did say to
calm
my
down.
source.
You're too excited right now.
Yeah. I'm typing. Sorry.
I did say to my source, I'm like, how sure are you of these Pokemon ports? Because whenever a rumor, whenever something I leak really blows up, I get very anxious and nervous. When they really, really blow up.
You only
really
want
scared.
the clout to a point.
I get really scared. And I'm like, how sure are you of like these Pokemon boards? He's like, 100%.
That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
That's the question you ask before saying anything in public.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I just, because I trust this guy. So I'm like, I'll just go with it. And then it like blew up and I'm like, oh, how sure are you of this? I'm like, this is getting a lot of coverage.
Fucking hell.
Best journalistic practices.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, shit.
Why don't we have the rumor mill anymore, John?
Because it doesn't, for the most part, it doesn't really do anybody any good, including us.
Jay Foley, member for 8 months. Hey guys, with the Wolverine preview, I want to know favorite Marvel game of all time.
I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be.
There's so
It's
many.
probably going to be X-Men Origins Wolverine.
That game got repetitive.
That's up there for me. For me, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of those.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Oh shit. I don't know. That's a tough one. There's a lot of good, especially old Marvel games.
There's so many, I can't even think of most of them.
Yeah.
I remember loving to
man,
hate a Spider-Man Genesis game that was really good, but insanely hard. But yeah, probably something modern. I liked Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 emulated on PC where it ran a lot better.
Yeah, I know it's at 30 on Switch. I can't believe that. That's basically a first-party game. Like it's a Switch exclusive to this day, and they haven't updated it for Switch 2.
It's
to run at
probably
60.
just a shit ton of money to every time you sell it, you got to give like 20% away or 30.
Oh my god, that's so annoying. I'm going through the list. Oh my god, there was a Howard the Duck game in 1986. I'm going through the list published by Activision. I'm going through the list of Marvel games, and yeah, like the old X-Men, The Punisher by Capcom.
You know, I guess I could have played this.
Yeah, the Punisher was good, man.
Hey, where is it?
Captain America and the Avengers was a classic. So many X-Men
Yeah,
games.
for people who, you talked about your rumor, so we can play the music. Another $3 from TiberiusMonk. My favorite Marvel games to this day are X-Men Legends and Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse.
I never played them, but everyone says they were really good.
I was a huge Ultimate Alliance fan. That's the main one I remember.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance was so good.
Was it Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation or PlayStation 2? It was like the GOAT swinging one until the new games.
I think so, yeah.
That would be way up there too, along with Miles Morales.
I'm going through the list and it's tough. Like, for the time being, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 06, what a classic. For the time being, I am going to say Marvel vs. Capcom 2, just for now. Because and again, a lot of that is tied to nostalgia. I'm not going to lie. But until I think about it more, yeah, even the Deadpool game, which I've got on Xbox One now, even that Deadpool game was really cool. Yeah. For now, I'm going to say Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Although Marvel Tōkon's coming up there.
It's
like
up
a
there.
rocket. Coming up there like a rocket.
It's coming like a rocket.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion's really good.
Oh yeah.
Too. There's a lot of good Marvel games.
And there's
Hopefully
gonna be a
Marvel's
new
Blade we get
X-Men
to see.
movie.
Hopefully, yeah, I know. Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister.
I don't know who any of these characters are, but cool.
Yeah, but Adam Driver is a great actor.
Yeah, he's great.
Sadie Sink, Jean Grey, and Indy Navarrete is Rogue.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I would have seen her more as Psylocke or
Psylocke
even
Asian.
Mystique. Or even Mystique as opposed to Rogue. But yeah.
Oh, that's right. So I thought Psylocke is a white woman from England whose mind was transferred into the body of an Asian woman because comics are weird.
Yeah. But yeah. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
Oh, man, this segment really petered out.
Yeah, it's kind of like. Anyways, it's that point in the show where we like to hear from our community.
I've got more Nintendo stuff, but I have to stay under the radar.
Yeah. We're going to hear from the community instead because they've got lots of wonderful community questions for us to answer because every week they get the privilege of doing so because they support us directly. If you want to be awesome like these amazing people, consider doing so by joining our membership program. Just head over to playday.one/memberships. It's cheap as chips and you get a delightful ad-free experience across your internet browsing on Day One and our forums. Isn't
New
that
challenge.
great? Yes, it is.
Who can beat Brit? Who can do a bigger donation than him? Let's see.
Yeah, no one can do a bigger
bunch
donation
of
than
babies.
Brit.
Ooh, I got to pay my bills. Oh, my children need food.
Yeah. Jokes. Anyway, Nick, who's first up in the community questions this week?
Look, while we're talking about how much we love our patrons and the topic of support, if the fine folks at Branch Furniture are watching...
What?
If the fine folks... Jesse, here's...
I know
Why
you
don't
linked.
you
I've
put
got
up
the
that
link.
link?
I'll look at it.
If the fine folks at Branch Furniture happen to be watching this podcast, I would be honored to review and show off your rather incredible and spectacular and incredibly expensive Dreamcast chair. They have an Ergonomic Chair Pro Sega Edition. They have a Sega Edition line of chairs. There's a Sonic the Hedgehog chair, a Sega Genesis / Mega Drive chair, and a Sega Dreamcast chair. And oh my God,
That Dreamcast chair is fucking unbelievable. I want this chair so bad, but it's like $600 US.
Good God, it's ugly.
So it's going to cost me like $1,000 Australian. Look at the Dream. Switch to the Dreamcast one.
I already have. You're 15 seconds behind. It's on the Dreamcast one.
Ah.
I was matching what you were talking about at the time it was being shown. The canters are the Dreamcast buttons.
Look at that Dreamcast chair. It is unbelievable. I want that chair so bad.
When you call that expensive, the Hayworth they sent me, this is $1,900.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
American?
Yeah, this is the second one. They've also sent a man a 2 of the $1,100 ones.
Can Branch send me one of these, though?
I don't know. They in Australia. They probably won't want to ship them internationally.
Oh, I'll pay the shipping.
It's going to be $600.
Yeah, it'll probably be the same as the chair.
Conservatively.
That chair is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Have a look at it. And there's an add-on where you can get Sonic's gold ring wheels.
God.
I'm like, yep, I'd like those. I would like those, please. Speaking of Sonic, did you see the new Fortnite season? It's a video game season. Sonic the Hedgehog is in it. I'm like, holy fuck. I need my harem of Fortnite gifters to come through for me this season coming up, mate, because there's so many cool video game characters. Apparently that leaked image that everyone thought was fake is actually real, which means Mega Man, Pac-Man, Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, all in this season of Fortnite. I'm like, holy shit. I'm going to go bankrupt.
Sonic finally gets his own gun to take Shadow out with. Super chat.
I don't know. Happy birthday, Jesse, Ursel said.
Thank you, Ursel. I know it wasn't about Nick, so he wasn't going to care much, so I had to make sure it got in there.
No, I was going to say it. Yeah, anorexic. So at first everyone thought that image was fake, and then Sheena BR was like, oh, apparently this image is real. And I'm like, oh my God, that is... If you have a look at... I think even Minecraft characters are in it. I think Minecraft might even be coming to Fortnite.
Be a creeper with a gun just floating next to it.
Well, there's
they don't have arms.
In the image, it's like, I don't know. It's like the Minecraft character looks like an AI slop character, and I think that's why everyone thought it was.
We
fake.
really love our community as we.
But Master
diverse.
Chief is also in the image. Sora is in the image.
Are you gonna let Sora have a gun?
I guess so.
Wow.
But yeah, if you look at this image, it's got a lot of amazing video game characters in it. This season is just going to be insane.
It's a shame
Sonic's,
it's Fortnite, really.
Sonic's in the Battle Pass. Oh, yes.
It's a shame it's such a boring, mediocre third-person shooter.
Oh my God, Sonic is in the Battle Pass.
Sorry
That's
to our
so
community.
good.
We're expecting and dying for their questions to be asked, and it's just become a Fortnite.
Oh my God, Mega Man. He's already. Oh, look at that.
How stretched out is Mega Man gonna be?
I don't know if he'll be. Maybe he'll be a
To be your
thingo.
pet. He runs along with you.
Spyro's in there.
There's no way Spyro is a playable Fortnite skin.
Nah, he'll be a sidekick. Tetris is in Fortnite this season. All right, there's the image. Persona. What else is in this image?
I guess I'm just going to turn off the
my
community
God.
questions thing and pause
Lara
the music.
Croft is back in.
It's just he
I
just
think
won't stop. It's kind
The
of
Witcher
He'll be
is
back
there.
in 20
Blanca
minutes.
is there.
Why do you
Oh
get
my
to
God,
go?
this
Like, he's
season-
just why
This
do you do
season
it?
is going to be fucking nuts. It is going to be so good. This might be the greatest season of Fortnite ever coming up. It's purely about video games.
It's a shame
and
it's
nothing
Fortnite,
else.
Really.
That is, and one of the guns is going to be, you'll be able to
not fist people. You'll be able to use Mega Man's.
I'm sorry, what?
Next, I'm going like this.
I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to do that.
I'm going like
Good
this.
to know. I'm glad they're keeping it PG-13.
Mega Man's
hell.
Buster, Bunker Buster, whatever the gun is called.
The Fister.
Yeah, the Fister.
Fister, I don't even know her.
Who's that character? There's a character that's covered up by a bunch of text and stuff, and I can't tell who she is. Lara Croft is back. There's like what looks like an AI slop Minecraft character, but I don't know what it's actually going to be. Oh, Mega Buster. Thank you, Razor. Mega Buster. Was saying like Bunker Buster.
Have you seen that the community questions form is just in the showrunner there? You can just click it.
Yeah.
And you can actually ignore the first question because Hytham's asked it himself in the forums.
I'm in the form.
Yeah, you can ignore the first question from Ursel because Hytham has asked it himself in the forums.
Right. Okay, I got confused there. All right. So yes, for those of you watching who do enjoy the gift of giving, as in Fortnite stuff to me.
Fucking hell, we're still going.
This season, please hoard your V-Bucks because there's going to be so much stuff for me to get in this season. Okay.
First and only question on the form. TiberiusMonk.
TiberiusMonk, come in.
Hello, everyone, at the wonderful DayOne show featuring Jesse and friends. Movie critic Roger Ebert once said that remaking bad or flawed movies makes far more artistic sense than remaking good films. He argued that trying to remake a good film is a pointless exercise, whereas remaking a flawed film provides a chance to get things right. What is a bad or disappointing film that you feel could be remade into a good film, and why? How would you approach this remake if you were in charge? Looking forward to another great show and your Gamescom coverage later this month. Take care and ciao.
Mark Wahlberg's Max Payne movie.
Oh, yeah.
It is one of the only times in my movie watching history that I have just turned it off and not finished it because it was so fucking bad.
What was?
Oh, my God. I have
Max
the perfect
Payne.
answer to this. I have the perfect answer to this. And this is...
Is it the Halo TV show?
No, this is an Inception level of answer. The Clash of the Titans remake.
Remake. The Clash of the Titans remake. So
What are you talking about?
Clash
Sam
of the
Worthington's
Titans.
brilliant. It's the best Greek Odyssey film ever.
Yeah, let's go get this bitch. I'm like, dude, why are you saying that in your Aussie accent? Why are you doing that?
I love it.
Clash of the Titans, fantastic. Classic movie from 1981, I want to say. And in my mind growing up, I was like, all you have to do is take Clash of the Titans and give it modern special effects and cinematography. That's all it needs. Don't touch anything else. Modern special effects, modern cinematography. What do? They take Clash of the Titans, put a fucking Aussie dude who can't really act as the lead, shave his head. I don't know how he ended up with a shaved head in ancient Greece. Shaved his head, let him speak with his Aussie accent and use modern language in this fucking movie
tried
and
to make
made it a
Zeus
completely
nice.
different fucking movie. And I'm like, how do you fuck this up? So the answer is just fix it up by remaking that remake. And all you have to do is take the 1981 movie and give it modern cinematography and special effects.
I know the cake's in the way. It's blocking Oreo. I'm sorry.
That is all you have to do. Oh my God, that Clash of the Titans remake was what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. They went to go get Medusa and he goes, let's go.
Oh, you can't.
He's like, let's go get this bitch. I'm like, what? What is this? Why?
Yeah,
It's just
fair.
the worst piece of shit ever.
What about you, Jesse? Do you have one that you would want to see remade?
Man. Like a movie that should have been good, but they just missed it. Spawn. Spawn is a bad movie. It's got some good ideas, some bad ones, but like an actual Spawn movie that focuses on the point of the comic of the whole, you've got this amount of energy and how you learn to use it, and Cogliostro is actually a big piece of poop, and the way all of it works. I think more in the vein of an updated version of the cartoon, which also needs a remake. Because that cartoon seemed really cool at the time. And then we went back and tried to watch it, and it did not hold up. It still had cool ideas and some cool music, but it had some old American-made cartoon problems in it.
Fair. All right. Thanks, Tiberius.
So I guess we're on to the forum.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we? Oh my god, the forum keeps jumping on me. Jesse brother. Happy podcast 327 and an early happy birthday to my beloved sibling Jesse of House Norris. Now, don't worry fellow goldfish, no spoilers, but as I've intimated before, I was worried about Ted Lasso coming back for a surprise / hopefully not greedy 4th season. And after a few minutes of episode 1 was concerned, my worries were correct. Though by the end, I really ended up liking it. Then after episode 2, I'm feeling much better. Yes, Ted Lasso is off to a better start than I was expecting. This week's question is for the savior of ad-free forum browsing with GIFs that actually work now. John, the bastard of House Clark. Dude, I know Mafra wasn't your thing, but have you heard Nene Royal? Nene Royal? Nene Royal? Okay, Nene Royal.
Not.
She does incredible covers of rock songs like the Cranberry Zombie, which was a brave choice given that was Dolores who sang that one. Even more brave was she did Deep Purple's Highway Star, and not just the singing, but Richie Blackmore's epic guitar solo, and this little teenage girl from Taiwan fucking killed it. Now, if you do check her out, look for vids of her / her band, and not from that awful fucking show America's Got Talent. Because I'm not sure about you, but hosts on the show like that and The Voice make me contemplate suicide. You know what didn't? She also made an awesome original called Real Verse, and she friggin' shreds.
I did the beep because if you say that word, you can get demonetized. And shadow banned. That's why everyone jokes about unaliving themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's real dumb. But yeah, he posted them in our little group chat we have with him and my partner, and
stick
he's very good.
It in the. I'll do some googling, but if you've got specific videos, Trav, stick them in the music chat on the
Funny thing,
Discord.
He's on Discord. He could just DM him to you, but he never does.
He could.
Yeah, he's not in our Discord. Disgusting behavior.
Oh.
Oreo's so grossed out he fell asleep, even though this cake is burning his whiskers.
Huh. But yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. I always like checking out new music.
Okay. Next question. I know I asked John and Jesse this question from before, but this is for Nick in general. But you two can chime in if you both like. So, Nick, in your honest opinion, who would win the angry shouting contest, Jon Taffer or Gordon Ramsay? But your pick of choice, though. And as a matter of fact, Nick, have you watched Rescue Bar before?
Bar Rescue.
I have not seen Rescue Bar, and I don't know who Jon Taffer
Bar
is.
Rescue, you'll know him from memes. He's a old Italian-looking, though not actually Italian guy. Just look up his name. You'll know him immediately, probably from GIFs.
I know the look. Yeah. I think I recognize that person. Yeah. But have not seen Bar Rescue, sorry. I just assumed Gordon Ramsay would win because Gordon Ramsay's very fucking in your face.
American Gordon
abrasive.
Ramsay, not English Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, it's true.
Or Scottish.
He's a little bit calmer over here.
Yeah. I assume he hams that up.
Yeah, we like our
Nightmare.
reality TV to have no actual reality in it over here.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, I just assume Gordon Ramsay because of how in your face he can be. Okay. Next question.
Hang on.
What?
Hang
what?
on. Hold up.
Oh, PS. Sorry.
Well, not just that, but he also asked last week, and he literally said, I've asked John and Jesse this question before, but then he didn't ask the question from last week.
Yeah.
Which is what I was expecting when I skim read this. So Ursul's question was basically like, have you ever hurt yourself really bad? Like
If so,
broken
where?
a bone? If so, where did you
Oh,
hurt?
right.
That was the question Hytham had for us last week. I had some doozies.
All right. So yeah, yo, Nick, because you weren't here last week, and Hytham wanted to know: have you ever accidentally injured yourself, and if so, where and how bad? I mean, yeah, like when I was a kid. This is a pretty random story, but when I was a kid, there was a brand of cosmetics in Australia that was quite huge at the time. Nutrimetics, they were called, and my auntie went to their factory / warehouse / head office somewhere in Melbourne. She took me with my two cousins, her daughters, and my two cousins there. And the three of us were really fucking bored, and we were just crawling around like the lobby area, literally crawling around. And there was this metal bin / ashtray thing that was like shin level. And we're crawling around, and all of a sudden I go to get up, and I fucking slash my leg on the corner of this fucking bin. And the scar is still there, like nearly 40 years later to this day.
Wow.
I've still got this scar on my fucking leg that this metal bin cut my leg open, and you could open it up and see the muscle inside my leg. I still have the memory of opening up this cut, and it was such a clean cut that there was no blood. That this cut was so surgical and so clean that no blood came out, and you could just open it up and look in the muscle inside my leg. Like, it was so full on. Jeez. I was like 6 or 7 years old. That's one that really sticks in my memory. I have hurt myself other times. Riding my bike with a mate on like a dirt, gravelly road, but it's more like clay, like tennis court clay we were riding on. And I hit a big enough rock, went fucking straight over the handlebars and slid face and body first all over this gravel, covered in blood, literal head to toe, covered in blood, and had to get back on. So we door knocked. We just door knocked till we found someone who could clean me up. We just went to strangers' houses. There's this kid covered in gravel and blood, and we're like, we're really sorry, but I've had an accident on my bike. I can't ride home covered in dirt and blood. Do you have Dettol and can clean me up? You know, blah, blah. And this lady's like, oh my God. And she's like wiping it all down, Dettoling all over the antiseptic, all over the cuts and everything. Still had to ride home, like could barely move and had to ride home on my bike. Walk in the house, and my dad just pissed himself laughing, like sees me covered. My mum was like, oh my God. I was like 15 years old. My mum was like, oh my gosh, she was like dying. And my dad pissed himself laughing.
Amazing.
Absolutely pissed his pants laughing.
Dad.
So yes, I have hurt myself.
Nice.
I really have.
And then there is his PS.
One time he really wanted to get a Fortnite skin and no one would give it to him. This is devastating.
Yeah, so I went on an absolute rampage. That's what you're referring to, Ryan Hodgson? It's all right, mate. It's not that big a deal. Relax, dude. It's well, it's okay. I don't know how old you are, dude, but it's a bit. It's okay. Like, I spent $1,000 on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Like, if I can get this stuff myself. It's all right, dude. Just relax. If it bothered people that much, guess what? They just wouldn't do it. P.S. Come to think of it, I'm hosting an angry contest. So whoever makes the best angry face gets a piece pie or cookie in the kitchen. So start getting angry now and scowl away. How are you going to get your cookie or cake to me, dude?
Yeah, I want a cookie.
How are you going to get your stuff to me?
I don't want a 4-month-old cookie mailed to me.
Yeah, like, how is that cookie going to get to us? 32, it's weird. What's 32?
You asked his age. Nick doesn't have a great memory.
Oh, he's 32. And you still get that annoyed at my little bit where I ask people for free shit. I just assumed you were like 21 or some shit. At 30, come on, boy.
Sick burn.
Man, listen to Nick. There's no way he's bothered by this at all.
At 32, man. Like, come on, man. Not only do I beg on the show, I have people DMing me going, hey, man, you want this?
Most of the DMs I get from Nick are him begging me for game
offering me
codes.
free stuff.
We have had. I get an email or a message on Discord every Friday with like, "Has this come in yet?" And I'm like, I like when it does come in, I send it to the team straight away. But regardless of whether it's not, if it's not come in, I'll get Nick in my inbox. Like we've even had one incident where someone in the chat gave away a game to the community and Nick took it. It is just a bit. It is just something funny that Nick does. Like
if I have a rolling tally and Nick is at least 20 times more than any other staff member on getting games from me.
Yeah.
It's 20 or 20, maybe 30 now times more.
It's like you could have the most cutscene heavy, boring non-Nick game that he would never touch in a million years. And if there's a spare code for it, he's like, oh, is that code? Oh.
Like last week, I go to Jesse, can I have Beast of Reincarnation? He's like, this is like so story heavy. You will never play this game. I'm like, yeah, but it's Beast of Reincarnation.
It's also in Game Pass if you actually wanted to play it. No, you just want to digitally
Just wants
hoard
to
it.
digitally own it. 'cause
He
he's
is
weird.
Australian Smaug.
May I have Beast of Reincarnation?
I've got like 7 people that I get Pokemon cards off for the TCG Pocket game.
Do you have
We just
free
sit there
items for me?
Trade cards and stuff.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh, fuck.
Just Nick.
Okay.
things.
Hytham wants us. We didn't do the angry face for him. He has been a supporter for a long time.
An angry face.
I'm just gonna do a scowl.
How do we
There
do
you
an
go.
angry face?
Yes.
It's hard to
I was just
put it
thinking
on.
about
It's
Nick.
hard to put it on now. It's hard to put it on now because I've been laughing so much. It's hard to put on an angry face.
And the worst angry face award goes to Nick.
Maybe I should beg for a free code for an angry face.
Oh dear.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Next question.
Direct 3. Hello, gentlemen. Light week in terms of gaming news, but games to review, I'm sure you guys are always busy. Especially me. So here comes my question. Did the habit of playing games for review change how you approach games for enjoyment only?
Yes.
I mean playing games faster or looking at things more critically or test more features that you never bothered with before, stuff like that.
No.
P.S. It looks like Tōkon bombed. Really curious about Sony's expectations for that one. Edit, happy early birthday for the review machine that is Jesse. You make the job look easy. The gaming media has much to learn from you and the crew. Cheers.
Agreed. We're teachers. But I think John's a lot like me where most of the time if you're playing for fun, you think about streaming it and or making some form of content out of it and having it be something. Not so much I'm looking at everything through a critical lens. Unless it is, is this worth a review in a slower period?
Yeah, I find that I'll always try something if I'm unsure, but if I know it's something I love, I'll always usually be I'll review that because then it is an excuse to actually play it through to completion. But also I'm super selective. If I'm not vibing with something, I just will stop. There's no point. I have got not enough time in the world to...
And they don't make enough money.
Yeah, to play something that isn't doing it for me. If someone else, prime example, Expedition 33, I've tried 3 times to enjoy that game. I'm not knocking anybody that loves it. It's just, it just did not suck me in at all. And I was just whatever. So I've stopped. I'm never going to try. I get it. It was the best game of last year, all of that stuff. You can boo me. It's fine. I'm not knocking the game. I just know what I like and know what I don't like, and I will avoid what I just isn't for me now. There's no time.
That did change for me. I ended up playing and reviewing a lot of things I had zero interest in to build relationships up. Not, and people take that, oh, you were positive. I was like, no, a lot of more negative reviews. Like, I remember it was a Dang It Entertainment in that friggin' Lost Ruins game that had like all the characters that looked like they were 12, but they had no clothes on, and there was, adults in the game. And I gave it a 5, and people lost their mind. They're never going to give you a code again. It's like, nope, they're there every time. They like honest reviews. They don't like, I'm sure they probably like ass-kissing ones, but like most companies are not oh, you weren't positive about our thing, eat shit, you're never getting anything again. It's like if the review itself was like fair and explained itself well. Like I didn't love Armored Core 6. I didn't have a hard time getting anything from after that. They don't care. Well, I gave my opinion. And that ends up coming through into, if I don't review something, I don't know when I'm ever going to play Fable. Like, John's going to do Fable. I have no idea when I'd ever have enough time to do it. But if I really want something, I've done so many I don't want to that I will just say I'm going to do it. Because I've done like 200 things I had no interest in. But it was to build those relationships up, and that's what's really changed. Is the play for fun doesn't happen if there's not a stream, which is why I really like the patrons and members of the website, because they are the ones who make doing any streams possible, because our streams don't really make money outside of today's, which holy shit.
Yeah, today's been nuts. You guys have been crazy. I love it. Thanks, Didact.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Last one.
I will say, like, it does affect my enjoyment. If I have to review a game, I'm not having as much quote unquote fun per se, because I'm constantly thinking about the footage I got to capture, what I got to say about it,
and it's a dash.
Like, to my perfect way to review a game, and if I was to start my own YouTube channel reviewing games, this is how I would do it, rather than the traditional format that we use. I would play the game for as long as I'd needed to, till embargo time, and then as soon as embargo drops, I would then stream the game and just do my review live, like talk about it while I play it.
And it wouldn't work on most embargoes because they're not the same for review and streaming.
That is how I would love to review games.
Maybe a day or
because then I'm just
late.
playing the game and enjoying the game, and then I'm just still playing it and just chatting about it and saying, hey, the controls are really tight and the level design is this and blah, 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 and just talk naturally about it. That is how I would love to review games, personally. Last question. Good old Collingwood. Hello, John, Nick, and Jesse. Who is the most powerful of all of you on the podcast? I'll leave it to you to determine how to define. Yeah, I was just about to ask, how do you define powerful? Good old Collingwood. I'll put who is actually the most powerful under the spoilers.
No
peeking. Okay, I haven't looked at it yet.
Me neither.
Who is the most powerful in terms of what?
In terms of the site, it's John because he owns it.
Yeah, like technically I could turn everything off and unplug
I do
it.
know roughly where you live.
I'd never do
In
it.
terms of physical strength, powerful.
Jesse would kick your ass.
In a short fight. If there's
would snap you
any
in half.
length to it, Nick has the advantage on stamina.
Mate, I think you underestimate how physically strong I actually am.
Okay. In terms of mental fortitude,
Low center of gravity. Very hard to move. You'd be surprised. Get in and under.
I can just imagine like Jesse doing the thing from like
Yeah, that
saying,
thing where you
just
hold
holding
someone out. Just swinging at nothing.
just windmilling, you know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can trust Trav when he talks. But we only had like 2 fights, and they weren't great. Despite living with each other for like 25 years, 24.
What's the spoiler say? Jesse is the most powerful person on the podcast because he controls the soundboard. He can make people laugh at John. He can make people boo at Nick. He can turn the mood of the podcast instantly using the soundboard. He can mute anyone but himself. He truly is the most powerful. Also, happy birthday, young man.
Oh,
So is that
young?
42?
This birthday?
Yeah. Oh, 44.
44.
Okay, I was off
wow.
by 2 years.
I'm the youngest on this
you've
panel.
been the youngest.
You just look the oldest.
When my beard is out,
That hurt, bro.
I am the most
That
gray
hurt.
and the thinnest with hair. So I look
I
the
actually
oldest.
had my barber and one of the other barbers where I go tell me how much they love the amount of grey that's coming through the top of my head. They're like,
Oh.
it's like the perfect amount. It's like, it's not too grey. It's just like very, very fine grey. They're like, I'm jealous of how your grey is coming through. I'm like, really? The reason
I
I
had
shave to skin is to get rid of the grey. That's why I shave to skin.
Yeah, this was the start, the Mediterranean wings from the Sicilian and
what I've
Lebanese
got. Look
side.
at the sides. Look how grey I am on
In the last
sides.
few years, the beard's just gone almost completely gray.
Nah, see, my beard is still dark. It's weird how, like, I've got one little patch that's going grey just here, but the rest of the beard is still dark, weirdly. But yeah, the top, you can't tell on camera, but it's just filtering through at the top.
So
Just
many-
coming through.
The green has nearly gone from this, but I swear, I don't know if it just, like, I've got a haircut this coming week, but, like, where I platinumed it to dye it green, like, the green tips left, but I swear, like, all colour is now gone and it's greyer than ever after the platinum blonde. So Ursula is going to be bad for you.
Well, I told
bro, when you
Ursula we
dye
should
all
do
of that.
red, green, and blue highlights to show his gaming unity. He loves all three.
Oh, that's
We
very
get
sweet.
a tip from Anorexic
Superchat.
Nick's real-time reviews. You can make a new genre reviews. Have the day one review, pun intended, and the
There
RTR
was
after. Also, happy birthday, Jesse.
There was a show, I don't know if they still do it, but it was like 1 hour, one decision. I think it was called 1H1D. And it was like they would boot up a random Game Pass game and play for an hour and then make a call like, I've played it for an hour. This is worth playing. I'm going to continue playing. Or no,
Yeah.
I'm done. I liked that concept, like making that snap decision after an hour of gameplay.
Nick was into 2G, 1C.
I just like the idea of just speaking naturally about it because I still hate the way I talk in the reviews. Attack
We've
the
got-
backlog with a super chat. Which
Yeah.
game has caused you guys the most deaths?
Oh.
I ask as I'm dying on Lies of P for the 100th time while watching the podcast. Probably Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy 3D. I died so
Fuck.
many times.
Yeah.
So many times.
I would
Super
probably,
Meat Boy
I have the
3D.
exact same game, though the version I played. Again, Lies of P, up until one day before launch, was the hardest video game I've ever played by far. And then they nerfed everything like 3 days after I finished the review, and it was sad. What about you, John?
It's weird. If like we're talking single player frustration, I probably would cast my mind back to like either Ninja Gaiden Black or Ninja Gaiden 2, like when I was young.
For
I
you,
completed both
technically,
of
it's
the games.
Halo. Any,
But technically, it's Halo. Correct. Yeah. Like absolutely. Like technically, in terms of actual deaths, the number
Sheer
of hours.
Sheer
Yeah,
volume
like
and
I have
numbers.
died.
Yeah.
I've definitely dealt out more kills than I've died in Halo, but I've died a lot in Halo.
Halo 2 Legendary. Fucking died a lot.
I'm just talking multiplayer, man.
I honestly
you know,
might be.
yeah,
um,
I'm talking single.
Even
player.
single player would be still one of those, but World of Warcraft is the game I played the most by far. So it's probably World of Warcraft, realistically, if you're just going by actual numbers.
Reminds me. You know what I randomly did the other day? I booted up Master Chief Collection and continued my Halo 3 Legendary playthrough, and it was still like at the start because I kept dying so much. So I finally like brute forced my way through to just about the end of the first level of Halo 3 because I checked what I've done in Master Chief Collection, ODST on Legendary, Reach on Legendary, Halo on Legendary, Halo 4 on Legendary. I'm now going through or Halo 2. I don't know. I've completed like a bunch of them, and I hadn't done Halo 3 yet. So now I'm making my way through Halo 3 on Legendary while also collecting the skulls too. Jesus Christ. Still such a good game. It is still a really good game, Halo 3.
Rock solid.
I was annoyed that I couldn't sprint. I kept clicking the sprint, and I'm like, oh, shit.
I really wish
they
did an actual remake of it. The only one that hasn't gotten any graphical upgrades, let alone gameplay.
I just wish it had sprint. I sat there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm walking so slow and everything is just taking so long. Please let me fucking sprint. Noon for Vida. Google, YouTube's doing that thing where it's back to the display names again instead of the raw names.
Oh, God, that's weird.
Noon for Vida. Do you still get achievements when previewing and reviewing games? Also, happy birthday, Jesse, and enjoy your birthday.
It depends. They normally pop up, but you can't go and look at them after they pop up because the club's not open.
Yep.
So you normally do.
It's really annoying.
Like I'm getting whenever I do Xbox, the achievements pop up. They're always 0.1% rarity, so it feels.
Yeah.
I don't even feel anything when I don't.
Yeah, look how rare it is.
Yeah.
Every now and again they fuck up though, and they turn it all on. So there was one game I reviewed on Xbox.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion didn't work for you, right? Achievements?
Yeah, but Invincible Versus, they fucked up and accidentally turned everything on, so everyone could see that I was playing Invincible, the achievements I was unlocking, and you're not meant to be able to. Like, it's supposed to show that I'm just home.
Yeah, when the club isn't on, they can't see it. But that's why companies also say, Nick, if you read the review guides a lot, make sure you're not shown as online and people can see what you're doing. That's why I've turned off myself on everything, just to make it easier by default.
Oh no!
True story.
Just got a text message from my wife that my son copped a head knock playing footy.
Oof. Hope he's all right.
Copped a head knock to the mouth.
Ow.
So he's probably being subbed out. I hope it's okay. Well, because in our sport, there's no protective headgear when you play footy in Australia. It's all raw. Like, that's why some of the injuries that players have copped, they've equated them to car accidents. They're like, this injury is what we see in a car accident, and it's just two people clashing. That's how full on our sport gets.
Jeez.
Like, doctors will say, hey, we've only seen this kind of broken leg in a car accident. How the hell did you do it playing sport?
They dug up a guy who they said it was like 900-year-old or 1,200-year-old bag of bones that were like, wow, the injuries this guy died from are like a car accident, and they surmised he must be the first person they've ever found killed by a or the oldest person they ever found killed by a trebuchet. He just got fucking wrecked, like everything was shattered.
Holy shit. But yeah, that's what happens with achievements and stuff. It all depends whether they turn on or turn off the club.
They're pretty much always on.
Tell you,
they seem to always be on with PlayStation, which is why you need to be not showing online or any of your stuff be public.
Yeah, I'm not. They didn't. Marvel Tōkon, the review didn't come till launch day, so there was nothing to hide, and my trophies were popping and all that sort of stuff. So I couldn't tell you with PlayStation because we've never received an early code for PlayStation, have we?
Not early, no, not yet. I did when I was reviewing Pathogenic, and I did report this bug to them. Like, I got the review code and I loaded it up and I started playing and I died. And then after I died, the game proceeded to unlock all 40 achievements, one after the other, on the game. The whole thing.
That's so lucky.
It's on Steam.
That's so lucky.
I was like... And like when I look at some of these achievements, I'm like, complete the game on the hardest like possible difficulty with every antibiotic turned on, and I'm like, I haven't done that. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I pinged them. I was like, guys, there's a bug here. Like, every achievement just unlocked for me in your retail build, and they were like, thanks. But yeah, that's the only time that's ever happened for me.
And we got a super chat about a story that the guy who is the subject of it's very mad. That website's over.
Yeah, good old Collingwood. John, what did you think of the OG Halo art designer critiquing the art designing campaign Evolved?
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. Like, I think that and you can see there's a difference between the Halo in the opening cutscenes and the Halo in the one where it explodes at the end. Like the Halo ring looks different, and 2 different teams worked on it. So I can get why he was like, "Oh,
In
this
the
doesn't
same
feel right."
game.
Yeah.
Really?
Whoops. Yeah. But I don't agree with him on the Forerunner stuff. Like, I think Halo Studios' take on Forerunner architecture now in Halo Campaign Evolved is really great.
Well, he also,
Yeah, but hold
to his
on.
credit, and why he got so mad at so many websites is they ignored the other post, which is, I understand the tightening of Forerunner aesthetic throughout the game. Admittedly, my original team was all over the place back in 2000. However, I think Halo Studios went too far in the wrong direction with making it look like a bright, shiny metal. And
Yes.
just that ring part.
It's not the design that's the problem. It's the fact that everything looks clean and brand new, as opposed to weathered by
Technically,
thousands of
story-wise,
years.
it's supposed to because it's all self-sustaining.
Oh, is it?
Technically. Yeah, it's maintained by the ring, effectively.
I did like the idea, though, that in OG Halo, everything is weathered.
Well,
I
I wondered what they're going to do with Halo 2 if they end up doing the same treatment, because Delta Halo is like very worn browns, and there's none of that grey Forerunner architecture really.
This was his response to PC gamers. The father of Master Chief doesn't like the new Halos, and he replied, "Another BS clickbait, fucking dipshit hack journalists." He disagreed with how it's been covered quite a bit, because
Marcus Lehto,
he went into detail. I'm showing it on screen. You'll see it in a bit. He went into detail on just what he didn't like versus what he did. Also said played the game, enjoyed it, like all those things. But that gets ignored because that doesn't generate clicks.
Yeah. I think the only main thing he said he wasn't a fan of was Cortana's design or something like that. Like, that was it, and he basically loved the rest of the game. Something like that.
But that is games coverage right now. Google has made it so impossibly hard that you just do what you got to do. And
It's
have
gross.
integrity
It
or
sucks.
don't. And having integrity means you close.
Or you don't earn any money.
Or you've got
Which is why
just
we're
a
very
massive,
lucky to be supported by you lot.
you got a lot of members. So if you want us to never have to give into anything and be kind of like this guy next to me, join Playdate.1/memberships, please. Then we can maintain
And
our
with
integrity.
that, with our integrity intact, we will close the show out for another week.
of the show.
Indeed. We will be back on Tuesday for a new episode of Headlines, and Thursday too, but I will not be on the show this coming weekend because I'm having
Orgy.
a weekend with the boys. Yep, another orgy with the boys. Gonna oil ourselves up, get greased up good and proper, and have a good old fun time. Like
Bring
the good
out
old
Lemmy
days.
Winks.
And then it's Gamescom.
We'll probably have Rand on.
Yeah, when I'm not around, Rand appears. So until then, we'll be seeing you.
Yep. Ciao for now, and give me more free stuff.